Hey, Julius, we start with him. I talked to his head coach, Zach Taylor, this morning. He said, he looked great yesterday. He was driving the ball this week. He said, I'm just going to have to monitor him all game long. That's just like, hey, Wilson, we talked about him earlier. He actually reached that ankle very first play of last week. He was active today, and they're going to monitor him. Probably coming to Mark Henry, Marquise Brown. Both those guys were questionable going into this game. Head coach told me they're good to go. Terrell Suggs makes his return to Baltimore last week with 68 snaps. What's same thing today. He's not going out against the Ravens. Aaron Well, questionable on this game. He's going to go with the early this week. He's fine. Antonio Brown, he is active and will go for the Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott only had 15 touches last week. Cowboys playing for him.
All right, guys, hey guys, it's time for a big contest. Tony Gonzalez. You can play along at home. You get a chance to win $250,000 in tips money. And Thursday night, someone actually won on the Thursday night game right here on the Fox. You can have Spain. What you got to do is download the app. Fox Sports 26. All right, you guys, you have one game to give us the margin of victory. You think we'll have to have it. Jimmy, you've got some tough ones. Starting with the New England Patriots and Miami Dolphins.
Big camp, and so New England struggled, in Miami. No struggle today. They win by 22.
That's senior discount. That's my point, man. I have a tough game to pick. Green Bay and Minnesota, and I'm going to take the Vikings 5-5. TV, you're up. Well, who do I pick here? Over here.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh over Seattle. I'm going to give them 5-5 for sure.
Good. I got the game of the week, and I'm going to go with New Orleans by 3 on the road.
Welcome to Gridiron Ring, live right here on Periscope. NFL live reactions right now and later on this evening, along with WWE Clash of Champions. So be sure to tune back in later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for WWE Clash of Champions. And then Sunday Night Football is Eagles-Falcons. That is Sunday Night Football on NBC. However, right now, on both CBS and Fox in my area, in the Northeast Mid-Atlantic region in the great US of A, the Miami Dolphins, who lost to the Baltimore Ravens last week at home by a score of 59-10, will host the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Patriots 6-time champs, Steelers 6-time champs. Last week, Patriots defeated the Steelers by 33-3. Speaking of the Steelers, the Raiders later on this afternoon with the Chiefs, and now the Patriots, Antonio Brown. Brown was traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Raiders back in March once the new league year kicked off. Then just recently, within the past 2 weeks, Brown signed on with the Patriots after getting cut by the Raiders. So they're going over the timeline right now with AB, who will be playing this afternoon, coming up here very, very shortly for the New England Patriots. He wore number 17 in practice this past week. We'll have to see what he wears in the game here down in South Beach, as the Dolphins are hosting the defending Super Bowl champion. Let's see if I can get this right this time. New England Patriots, who defeated the Steelers last week 33-3. Patriots in the Super Bowl this year, they defeated the Rams. They host the Saints in an NFC Championship game rematch coming up at 4/25. Brown is going to be wearing number 17. There he is on the Patriot sideline down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. So Tom Brady has another weapon to throw the ball to. And, I mean, hell, they really don't even need him. But he signed a 1-year, $15 million deal, 9 of that guaranteed. However, rape allegations came out this past week. I believe she will be meeting with the National Football League sometime either this week or next week to discuss that. So Brown will be playing today, but he could very well be put on the commissioner's exempt list in the near future. As the Patriots, there's Tom Brady, number 12. He's the oldest quarterback all time with 300 plus passing yards. Which, I mean, really not that hard to believe anymore because he just turned 42 years old. And he's probably playing his best football right now. At the same time, threw for 3 touchdowns last week against the Steelers defense. But I'll have live reactions of both Patriots Dolphins on CBS, because that is on coming up next at 1 o'clock here Eastern Time on CBS. And then also the Steelers are hosting the Seahawks on Fox coming up next at 1 o'clock in a Super Bowl 40 rematch. So thanks for tuning in and watching. If you have chat questions and comments, let me know in the comment section below. Also be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, on social media. If you're watching on playback on YouTube, links are actually in the description below. Like, and super heart button, and be sure to share this as well on social media. Hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL 100, as the NFL is celebrating 100 years this year. College football 150. I'll talk about college football later on during this stream, and the one later tonight for Sunday Night Football with Eagles and Falcons and WWE Clash of Champions, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe on YouTube though. Be sure to subscribe, almost at 1,000 subscribers. So thank you, and thank you. So NFL celebrating 100 years, hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL 100, hashtag Seattle, SEAC versus PIT, Pitt for Pittsburgh, along with the hashtag NE for New England versus MIA, not missing in action, Miami. However, they probably will look like they're totally missing this afternoon, playing against the defending Super Bowl champion Patriots. So use those hashtags when you share this live reaction stream on social media. There's Kenny Albert and Rondé Barber, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer great. They are on the call this afternoon for Seahawks Steelers down in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field in this Super Bowl 40 rematch. Also on CBS, Patriots and Dolphins, as previously mentioned. So thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching my live reactions right here on Periscope. Social media, take a screenshot, everything's right behind me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Gridring18. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, the Encyclopedia of Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media. Cool Hand Luke 96 over on Twitter and right here on Periscope. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. A full slate of games this afternoon in the NFL. Seahawks Steelers on Fox at 1 o'clock here for myself, along with Patriots and Dolphins. But however, coming up next also at 1 o'clock, the 49ers will head to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Last week, the Seahawks defeated the Bengals by 21-20. San Francisco winners over Tampa Bay, who then defeated Carolina this past Thursday night. Pittsburgh obviously coming off a Sunday night loss last week on the road in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium against the New England Patriots by 33-3. Panthers then 0-2 after losing to Tampa Bay on Thursday night. They lost to the Rams last week at home, and then now the Rams will host the Saints in Los Angeles at the Coliseum in a NFC Championship game rematch. We'll have to see if the refs blow another call late in the game. Also, Vikings and Packers from Lambeau at 1 o'clock coming up on Fox as well. Second straight year these two teams are meeting in Week 2 in Green Bay. However, last year that game ended in a tie, so we'll have to see if we get the same result this afternoon. If we do, it would be the second consecutive year that both the Week 1 game and a Week 2 game both ended in a tie. Last year, Week 1, it already is true. It's damn true, as Kurt Angle would say. It's a fact. There's Jadeveon Clowney, the new Seahawk, traded over from Houston right before the season started as well. The Texans made some trades. They play the Jaguars this afternoon as Gardner Minshew takes over for Nick Foles. Josh Dobbs actually got traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers as well to go back up Minshew for the time being until Nick Foles does return from IR after breaking his clavicle last week. I'll get to those chat questions and comments here in a second, so bear with me. But last year, Week 1, the Steelers and Browns tied. Last year, Week 2, the Vikings and Packers tied. This year, last week, the Cardinals and Lions tied Week 1. So 2 consecutive years already that 2 Week 1 games ended in a tie. If the Vikings and Packers tie, or any of these games tie today, or even tomorrow with Monday Night Football with the Browns and Jets, Baker Mayfield was supposed to go up against Sam Darnold, 2 of the top 3 picks in last year's draft, but Darnold now out. Probably 3 to 7 weeks, I heard, due to mono. So who the hell knows who he's been sleeping around with. But Browns, I think, are going to win that game if you checked out my predictions. If you did not, you still have time. Go over to YouTube. Check out my NFL Week 2 predictions on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel. But then it'd be the second consecutive year that games in Week 1 and Week 2 in the NFL both ended in ties, long story short, as the Vikings and Packers play in Green Bay coming up very shortly. Also, the Colts and Titans from Nashville, Patriots and Dolphins on CBS. 2 TV set up for myself now, so that's how I'm able to do live reactions, play-by-play of multiple events at once. So Antonio Brown will be making his Patriot debut coming up shortly. Cowboys also head to DC to play the Skins. Cardinals-Ravens, battle of 2 former Heisman Trophy winners with Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson. We actually saw that this past Thursday night as well with Jameis Winston and Cam Newton. Low-key, under-the-radar game, Chiefs and Raiders. That is at 4 o'clock on CBS. Bears-Broncos as well should be a damn good game. The Vic Fangio, Jay Cutler, Kyle Orton Bowl. Saints-Rams, that's the game everybody's going to be talking about, though, right now, and probably even after today, after Week 2 in general, because it's an NFC Championship game rematch. Thank you for those likes, super likes, and super hearts. Keep those coming along with the chat questions and comments. But Saints-Rams out in LA this time, NFC title game rematch. We'll have to see if the refs blow another call late with pass interference or not, as mentioned. And then Sunday Night Football, Eagles-Falcons. I'll be on later tonight here on Periscope as well. Live reactions, play-by-play of WWE Clash of Champions, as every championship in the WWE will be defended. And then also Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Falcons. And then tomorrow night on Monday night is Browns and Jets. So 9-4 last week during Week 1 for my predictions. Already 0-1 though this week. I picked Carolina over Tampa Bay. We'll have to see how I do as Week 2 is now officially underway, with the Patriots kicking off right to left to the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins take a knee in the end zone for a touchback and will begin at the 25-yard line. There's Lindsey Zarniak, former ESPN analyst, on the sideline now for Fox in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field, as that game is about to kick off as well. Steelers hosting Russell Wilson and company. Ryan Fitzpatrick under center, hands off, a yard gain for the Dolphins. 2nd and 9. And now we have Pete Carroll versus Mike Tomlin. It was Bill Cowher and Mike Holmgren almost 14 years ago in Super Bowl 40 in Detroit, a game the black and gold won by a score of 21-10 to get 1 for the thumb. Fitzpatrick on the end around. Patriots saw that coming from a mile away, and a loss back to the 20-yard line. Steelers get the ball to begin this game against the Seattle Seahawks. Roethlisberger looks like he's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. See if they go deep every single play like they did last week, because they couldn't run the ball whatsoever. And then they couldn't get after Brady, and he picked them apart. That's why they lost by 30. Roethlisberger pass to the top of your screen. That's Vance McDonald. Gain of 5 to the 30. Steelers going right to left across your television screen, radio and audio dial. Dolphins left to right. James Conner in the backfield to the right of Big Ben. Keep those chat questions and comments coming. I'll get to them momentarily. Roethlisberger under center. Hands off Conner. Gain of maybe a half a yard if he's lucky. The former Pitt Panther. Pitt yesterday lost to Penn State right here in Happy Valley at Beaver Stadium by a score of 17-10. Now, I did hear Pitt fans are calling for Pat Narduzzi's job after Pitt decided to kick a 19-yard chip shot field goal at the 1-yard line, down 7 with 4 minutes to play, and then the kicker doinked it off the left upright. If Pitt does indeed fire Pat Narduzzi middle of the season or at the end of the year, I think they should go after Greg Schiano. I think he'd be the right guy to get that program back on track. 3rd and 5 from the 30 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Moves up in the pocket, actually going to get sacked back at the 22-yard line by the Seattle defense. 1st and 10, though, for the New England Patriots from the 40-yard line. They are going right to left against the Miami Dolphins down in South Beach. Brady hands off. Sony Michel, gain of 3. Pittsburgh will punt. I'll have scores and stats coming up at halftime as well, so stay tuned for those. Jordan Berry on to punt, and Tyler Lockett is back deep to receive for the Seattle Seahawks, the former K-State Wildcat. Big win for Chris Kleiman against Joe Moorhead and Mississippi State yesterday on the road in the SEC, 31-24. Now here comes Russell Wilson. Brady looking to throw on 2nd and 7, over the middle, complete at the 45, just past midfield. And guess who? Antonio Brown with his first reception as a New England Patriot, wearing that number 17 Patriot jersey. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. 0-0 in both games. Seattle getting the ball for the first time here now from the 39-yard line. Simple pass right over the middle past midfield for Brady to AB, the former Steeler and Raider who never played for the Raiders. But Wilson now looking to throw. Almost. What a catch. That was DK Metcalf, rookie receiver out of Ole Miss. Fell to the 3rd round this past year in the draft. That looked like it was incomplete, and now Seattle has a first down at midfield, just past midfield. 48-yard line. AB with his first catch of the year, aiming for 7 straight seasons with 100-plus receptions. 2nd and 9 for New England. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. They mark the ball at the 46. Wilson looking to throw once again. Another out route, incomplete, intended for Metcalf once again. 0-0 with Jacksonville and Houston, along with Arizona and Baltimore as well. Pass near side, complete. Antonio Brown once again. AB here early on, 2 catches on the opening drive for the Patriots. San Fran and Cincy, tie ball game as well, 0-0, as all these 1 o'clock games just got underway. 2nd and 10 for Seattle. Wilson hands off out of the shotgun, gain of 1. That's Chris Carson, number 32. AB near side, handoff from Brady to Sony Michel, and first down New England inside the red zone at the 18. San Francisco just scored 6-0. PAT on the way. Chargers Lions also tied at 0. Giants up 7-0 early on the Bills. Bills playing at MetLife Stadium for the 2nd consecutive week. And guess who scored the touchdown for the Giants? Saquon Barkley, 4 rushes, 56 yards, and a TD for the Rookie of the Year last year. And now a sack from T.J. Watt on Russell Wilson. 4th down, Seahawks. Edelman in motion for New England. Pass near side complete. Antonio Brown at the 10-yard line. 2nd and about 2 coming up for New England. Green Bay also up 7-0 on Minnesota. Rodgers with a touchdown pass to Jamal Williams for 15 yards. 4th down for Seattle. They will punt after the sack. Fair catch for Pittsburgh, but however the ball bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh will get the ball back on offense. Tie ball game after both teams punt to begin today's ball game. New England and Miami. New England driving downfield. First and goal. Antonio Brown already with 3 catches. Under 10 to play in the first. There's, in my opinion, the greatest coach of all time in the NFL, especially for this era, Bill Belichick. You can say the Patriots cheat all they want, but they win football games. First and goal from the 6. Brady hands off. 2-yard gain for the former Georgia Bulldog, Sony Michel. They blanked Arkansas State yesterday. Now host a top 10 Notre Dame team at home next week in Athens behind the hedges. College Game Day will be there for that top 10 showdown with the Fighting Irish and Bulldogs. That game will be at 8 o'clock this upcoming Saturday, only on CBS. Second and goal from the 5 for the New England Patriots. Jimmy Garoppolo with that touchdown to Marquise Goodwin for 38 yards to put the 49ers on top of the Bengals 7-0 early on. Brady fakes a give, looking to throw, ends up just throwing it away through the uprights. The kick is up and good. Flag on the play, and now a New England Patriot offensive lineman is down. Might have a hold or a late hit. Holding on the Miami defense. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down for the Patriots. So first and goal once again for New England. They'll punch it in here, I would assume, either on the next play or the play after. Decent call. Decent call. Automatic first down, though, for New England. This is Bill Belichick versus one of his disciples once again, and Brian Flores, former defensive coordinator in his first year now as a head coach for the Miami Dolphins. Brady in the eye, hands off to the fullback, Devlin, and does he reach across the plane? Just shy. Half-yard line, second and goal coming up for New England. Back to the action in Pittsburgh with Seattle and the Steelers from the 20-yard line after the Seattle punt. First and 10, 2 wide near side, Roethlisberger and shotgun. Connor to his right, pass complete at the 25. Vance McDonald once again, gain of 7. Vance McDonald already with 2 catches this afternoon after only having 1 the entire game last week, and that was late in the fourth quarter. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with a 1-yard touchdown run after the handoff from the GOAT, Brady. Second and 3 from the 27 for the Steelers. Roethlisberger pump fakes, incomplete. Pass intended for Ryan Switzer, number 10. Thank you guys for those chat questions and comments. I'll get to those here very shortly, once I can get both of these games to be at a commercial break at the same time. If I can, that's when I'll try to answer those. Third and 3, though, for Pittsburgh, as Gostkowski's extra point is up and good for New England. 7-0 Patriots lead Dolphins. They head to commercial break. Third and 3 for Pittsburgh. Empty backfield. Like winding down. Roethlisberger gets a snap from Pouncey. And actually pump faked and then got rid of it. Incomplete. Fourth down. Pittsburgh 2 3-and-outs to begin today's ball game. Jadeveon Clowney, former number 1 overall pick out of South Carolina back in 2014 by the Houston Texans, with the bat down. Actually, the Texans just traded him to Seattle for draft picks right before the season started. Fourth down. Jordan Berry punts once again. Good booming punt, bounces at the 30. Seattle fields at the 21. And then Johnny Holton with a tackle on Tyler Lockett. And Pittsburgh and Seattle will also head to commercial. So thank you guys for those chat questions and comments. If you have chat questions and comments, let me know in the comment section below. Like, follow, and subscribe. Gridiron Ring and myself, Cole Hand, Luke96, on social media. If you're watching on playback on YouTube, links are in the description below. Gridiron Ring 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow myself, CoolHandLuke96, Encyclopedia Sports, right here on Periscope and over on Twitter. CoolHandLuke96. Handle is the same. Like, super like, and super heart button as well. And be sure to share this on social media. Hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL100, hashtag Seattle versus Pittsburgh, SEA versus PIT, and then hashtag New England NE versus Miami MIA. So all these 1 o'clock games are underway. I'll have scores and stats coming up at halftime, so stay tuned for those. And due to copyright, I cannot show any of the games, but thank you guys for tuning in and watching my live reactions, play-by-play of NFL. Later on tonight, WWE Clash of Champions, along with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Falcons. Antonio Brown on the opening drive, 3 catches for 36 yards in his first game as a New England Patriot. Gostkowski kicks off, another touchback. Miami will once again start at the 25-yard line. Ryan Fitzpatrick on his 100th team in the National Football League, it seems like, in his first year with the Dolphins. We'll try to move Miami downfield with their dumpster fire team. It's either tank for Tua, tank for Trevor in 2 years, maybe tank for Justin Herbert the pervert. I don't know. The Dolphins haven't been relevant since Dan Marino played for them. 1st and 10. Maybe that's what Pitt needs. Maybe they need to hire Marino to be their head coach. Maybe Pitt will win some football games as well. 1st and 10, and pass complete over the middle from Fitzpatrick. So the Dolphins do indeed move the chains to begin their second drive. Wilson hands off and stuff the line of scrimmage. TJ Watt with the tackle. Flag on the play. 1st and 10 at the 40 now for Miami. Fitz under center. Andy Dalton, 72 yards passing already this afternoon. Chargers just scored. Giants still up 7-0 on the Bills. Saquon Barkley, 5 rushes, 60 yards, and a TD. Colts 7-0 over the Tennessee Titans in the AFC South. First and 20 after the penalty on Seattle from the 12-yard line. Handoff out of the shotgun. Daylight ahead for Seattle. First down out past the 30. Third down on the way for the Dolphins. Simple halfback draw. And Chris Carson gets about 20 yards on the carry and moves the chains. First down, Seattle. 3rd and 1. Another score alert. Bengals tie it up against the Niners, 7-7. Carson with another 2-yard run, another flag on the play. First down, Miami. Another hold on the Seattle Seahawks. Game break on Fox. Highlights of Cardinals-Ravens. Lamar Jackson with a touchdown pass to Mark Andrews, the former Oklahoma Sooner tight end. 7-0 Baltimore Ravens. OU big win over a struggling UCLA team last night on the road in Pasadena at the Rose Bowl. Fitzpatrick hands off. About a yard on that run on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Seattle from the 23. Wilson looking to throw over the middle, complete at the 28. That's Tyler Lockett. Going to be second and medium. From the 29, second down for Seattle. Fitz with an incomplete pass, flag on the play in that game. Pass complete near side. Tyler Lockett once again, another first down. Seattle out past midfield. There's Brian Flores, head coach of the Dolphins, who are 0-1, lost to the Ravens last week, 59-10. Patriots defeated the Steelers, 33-3. Another holding. 10-yard penalty. They'll replay second down for the Dolphins. Seahawks defeated the Bengals last week. Steelers lost to the Patriots. Austin Eckler, 1-yard rushing touchdown. Chargers 7-0 on the road in Motown against the Lions. Rashad Penny on the carry, former Aztec from San Diego State, second down and 10. Second and long, empty backfield for Fitz. Looking to throw, complete at midfield. Still going to be about 8-10 yards shy of the first down marker. That was Mike Gesicki, former Penn State tight end, drafted in the second round last year. Russell Wilson going to be brought down once again for another steel curtain sack. Stephon Tuitt, number 91, with his first sack in today's game. Fitz looking to throw once again. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to get sacked. Fourth down, Miami. They'll punt once again. And Seattle's going to call a timeout on 3rd and 13. Their first of the first half. WWE Friday Night SmackDown coming to Fox Friday, October the 4th, as Friday Night SmackDown is back. Back in the day, it was always on Friday nights. However, it was taped on Tuesdays. With social media nowadays, a couple years ago, back in 2016, WWE made the decision to have SmackDown live on Tuesday nights. Now a $1 billion deal, though, with Fox and the WWE. SmackDown moving to Friday nights once again, and will be live on Fox starting October the 4th. 3rd and 13 for the Seattle Seahawks. There's Devin Bush wearing Joey Porter's number 55, the rookie out of Michigan. 3rd and 13 from the 48, empty backfield. Set once again for Russell Wilson. Pittsburgh getting after Wilson once again. Stephon Tuitt, second straight play, second straight sack on Russell Wilson. Back at the 40-yard line, 4th down Seattle. They will punt once again. Here early on in the Steel City, it's a defensive showdown with the Seahawks and Steelers in a Super Bowl 40 rematch. Switzer is back deep to receive. Feels it and muffs it at the 12, however, handles it and then gets tackled. So Steelers get lucky there. They'll have the ball at the 12-yard line when we return. Chiefs Raiders on CBS later on. Fox is Rams hosting the Saints. And then Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Falcons from Atlanta. Flashback to the 3 Super Bowls, and then the Patriots 3 more Super Bowls that they won in another 4 and 5 year span. Former Pro Bowlers signed by Patriots since 2000. Corey Dillon, Junior Seau, Randy Moss, Chad Johnson, Darrell Reeves, Steven Jackson, James Harrison, Michael Bennett, Demarius Thomas, who they just traded to the Jets. Now Antonio Brown. There's AB, rocking number 17. First and 10. From the 18. Trips near side, Brady and shotgun. Edelman motions in and then back out. Pump fake to him. Brady then throws it to him. Edelman makes a man miss, gets about 7 yards on first down. Handoff from Brady. Sony Michel once again out past the 30. Jimmy Garoppolo with another touchdown pass here in the first quarter. Niners on top of the Bengals 13-7. And another Super Bowl rematch from back in the day with Joe Montana and Boomer Esiason. There's Pete Carroll, former USC head coach. Who knows? Maybe he gets fired in Seattle or retires. Maybe he goes back to SC. Highly doubt it. You never know. Urban Meyer, if Clay Helton does get fired, him or Bob Stoops are going to be the front runners for that job. Handoff James Conner. Gain of about 5. Flag on the play, though. It's going to be coming back due to a hold. Aaron Rodgers. Another touchdown pass to the Indian Geronimo Allison. 14-0. Packers lead the Vikings. Hard to believe Pete Carroll's been in Seattle for 10 years. USC football has not been the same since he left. Kip Winger in motion. 2nd and 8. Brady looking his way. AB with the catch. And 3rd down. Another game break. Same highlight of Vikings Packers that CBS just showed. 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter with the Patriots and Dolphins. About 4 to play with Seattle and Pittsburgh. Trips near side for Roethlisberger. Screen pass, James Conner in the backfield at the 20. First down at the 23 maybe, depending on the spot. Going to be the end of the first quarter in Miami. 4th down coming up for the Pats over the Finns. 7-0 at the end of 1. Bills just scored as well against the Giants. AB with a big first quarter in his first game as a Patriot. 7-0 Patriots lead at the end of 1. 3rd and 1 for Pittsburgh. Both teams 0 for on 3rd down. Handoff. James Conner. Actually, that's Benny Snell, number 24. His first carry ever in the NFL out to the 45. Big run from the former Kentucky Wildcat. Big loss, though, for UK last night against the Gators. Snell with a little misdirection. A juke. Snell you later. Gets out to the 45-yard line before being brought down by Bobby Wagner. At the 45, 1st and 10. Another handoff. 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Yes. Yes. Yes, I will be doing a live reaction stream right here on Periscope at 7 p.m. as well for WWE Clash of Champions and also Sunday Night Football with Eagles and Falcons. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing this afternoon as the NFL kicks off Week 2? Antonio Brown, 3 catches, 36 yards in the first quarter. Empty backfield for the Steelers as they host the Seahawks. Pump fake from Big Ben. Has all the time in the world to throw and then dumps it off incomplete, intended for Ryan Switzer. No one open and he couldn't run. So, good decision by Ben in the end anyway. He just got rid of it. 3rd and 8 coming up. So yes, be sure to tune back in at 7 p.m. for WWE Clash of Champions, but 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. Tie ball game 0-0 with the Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl 40 rematch at Heinz Field this afternoon. And got a whistle. And might have a timeout. We do have a timeout taken by the Black and Gold. Patriots with a 4th and 2 to begin the second quarter, up 7-0 over the Dolphins on the road. New England will punt. Belichick with a right-footed punter for the first time in quite a while. He normally likes those left-footed punters as those get a better spin on the ball. That's kick-catch interference. No? Did the Dolphin player run into his return like Iowa State did last night and cost them the game over the Hawkeyes? Fair catch was signaled for Miami, and then, yeah, the Dolphins just ran into each other. Roethlisberger looking to throw on 3rd and 8 after the timeout. Roethlisberger going for it. Incomplete at the 15. Intended for number 80, Johnny Holt. Looking like Plexico Burris for the Steeler offense. Just a little off target. Holton died for it, had it in his hands and went right through his hands on the dive. Incomplete. 4th down, Pittsburgh will punt once again. Fitzpatrick hands off after the New England punt. 1st and 10, now 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins as they begin the second quarter. Niners on top of the Bengals, 14-7. Some big plays from San Fran early on. Kenyon Drake with the carry. Matthew Stafford with a touchdown for the Lions. Kerryon Johnson, 36-yard receiving touchdown, 7-7 in Detroit. Dolphins going old school today with the field. Throwback end zones along with the throwback unis as well. Old school Dolphin logo at midfield. Handoff on 3rd and 10 on the draw. And about 8 yards on the carry by Drake, who could be traded along with Minkah Fitzpatrick sometime soon. We'll see what happens there. After last week's loss to the Ravens, I guess a lot of Dolphin players told the team if they wanted traded. We'll see what happens, but Miami will punt. (7-3) Ravens. Okay, I knew they were up 7-0. So Arizona kicked the field goal. Miami punt, fair catch at the 30, 29 we'll say. That's That's where New England will begin their first drive of the second quarter with Tom Brady, the 6-time Super Bowl champion at quarterback. Thursday night football next week to kick off week 3. We'll see how Houston-Jacksonville goes today to get a better look at the Jaguars. Houston in a close one last week on Monday night against the Saints. Jaguars got blown out against the Chiefs. Tennessee defeated the Browns. We'll see how the Titans play today as well against the Colts. Handoff, first down, once again for the Seattle Seahawks. Chris Carson, number 32, with another 20-yard run. But Thursday night football, the kickoff week 3, is the Titans and Jaguars. So, I mean, it might be an under-the-radar game. I know I'll end up watching it, but it could end up being a shit show, though, at the same time. But it's early in the season, though, too, so we'll see. Obviously, all these 1 o'clock games, either at the end of the first quarter now or early second. Man in motion, that's Nick Vanette, number 81, former Ohio State Buckeye. Wilson, flag on the play. Wilson with the pass completed the 40-yard line. Down at the 25. Wilson faked the give, and then the flag came flying. A couple flags in the backfield. This is going to be coming back due to another hold, I would assume. Holding Seattle. 10-yard penalty. Or then hands to the face on the Steelers. Penalties will offset. They'll replay first down, so that play is not even going to count. Lots of holding calls in these two games I'm watching early. See the hold on Jermaine Ifedi, former Aggie, College Station. Texas A&M plays Auburn, 3:30 on Saturday. Hands to the face. Yeah, okay. Good offsetting fouls. They'll replay first down. Under a minute to play in the first down. Coming back to the action with New England and Miami as well. Patriots lead 7-0. First and 10, though, from the 32 for the Seattle Seahawks. Handoff. Gain of 2. Ball on the ground. Fumble. Pittsburgh picks it up. And touchdown Steelers. A Mark Barron fumble recovery for a Steeler touchdown to put the black and gold up 6-0 early on. See a replay to see if Carson was down or not, but flag on the play as well, so it might be coming back. Mark Barron coming over from LA. Okay, Sean Davis with a block in the back. Pittsburgh's going to keep the ball. Fumble recovery by Mark Barron. No touchdown, though. Illegal block in the back is going to bring it back. So wherever that happened at, they'll take the yards from there. That ball is out. That's a fumble. Mark Barron picked it up. TJ Watt, number 90 with the strip. Just literally punched the ball out of Carson's hands. Barron right there, picked it up. Ran about 20 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, you don't need to block him there, but you did. And now it's coming back. So the ball's going to be around the 15-yard line. First and 10. 0-0 Steeler ball after the fumble and then the penalty. First and 10, 11 seconds to play in the first. Second and 4 for the Patriots. A stupid penalty. He didn't need to block him, but he still blocked him. It was a block in the back. And it got called, bringing the Steelers, see where they officially spot the ball at. It's first and 10 for Roethlisberger. Okay, 10-yard illegal block in the back. Foul occurred at the 12, so they'll take it back to the 22-yard line just on the outside of the red zone. Rex Burkhead in the ball game for New England. Mariota, though, with a touchdown pass. And the Titans tie it up at 7 at home against the Colts. Early second quarter. First and 10, 22, Roethlisberger hands off. James Conner barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Brady fakes a give, looking to throw near side, has a man complete at the 42, Julian Edelman. 2nd and 8. End of the first quarter in Pittsburgh. Tie ball game 0-0 between the Seahawks and Steelers. Pittsburgh marching in. Yeah, if you guys have score updates and you want to let me know, drop those in the comments below. Chat questions and comments always greatly appreciated as well. Like, follow, and subscribe, Gridiron Ring, and myself, Kuwait and Luke96 on social media. AB in motion. Brady gives it to him on the end around. Gain of about 4 yards, first down. But at halftime, I will have stats of the Steelers-Seahawks game, as it is 0-0 between the Hawks and the Lurs at the end of the first. I'll have stats of that and scores of other games as well. Skins on top of the boys, 7-0. Adrian Peterson with a 1-yard rushing touchdown after sitting out last week with a healthy scratch. Packers 21-0 now, early second quarter. Minnesota going to have to rely on Kirk Cousins for the rest of the game now to get back in that ball game. Rodgers 140 yards passing and 2 touchdowns already. 1 to Williams and 1 to Allison. Baltimore still 7-3. Thank you guys for the likes, the super likes, and the super hearts as well. Hit that button as much as you wish. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. Share this on social media, #NFL, #NFL100. Edelman comes back in the ball game for the Pats, but at halftime, stats of Steelers, Seahawks, and then also scores of other games. So stay tuned. Screen pass, James White to the top of your screen, gain of about 4, 3rd and 3 on the way. Big game in the Big Ten this upcoming weekend. Michigan will travel to Camp Randall to play the Wisconsin Badgers. First quarter stats for Seattle and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leading the way in total yards and a turnover, but it's been a defensive showdown other than that. Seattle jumps, see if they call an offside or a false start. But 0-0, offside on Seattle. 5-yard penalty. It'll still be second down. That was on Jadeveon Clowney. Brady pass almost intercepted. Last year, the Patriots went to Miami and lost in a wild finish against the Dolphins. Pass was intended for Josh Gordon. Gostkowski now on to kick a field goal. Last week, he was 3 of 3. Kick up and no good, wide right. 7-0 remains your score. New England leads. The Dolphins, pass incomplete for Roethlisberger, intended for Deontay Johnson, number 18, the rookie out of Toledo. He was in the slot at the top of your screen. Just a quick route over the middle, right at the line of scrimmage. And drop the ball. Third and 5. At least they're in field goal range. They can't put points in the end zone after the fumble, scoop and score, and then the penalty brought it back. At least they'll be able to kick a field goal maybe with Chris Boswell. However, Roethlisberger airs it out. Pass was caught. Flag on the play. Pass was caught by Jalen Samuels, number 38. A Swiss Army knife type of player for the Steeler offense. Right inside the end zone here on the near side of the pylon, the front pylon. However, it looked like he was out of bounds when he caught it. Maybe he went out of bounds. Actually, flag's going to be on Seattle. Pass interference that is on Kendricks, number 55. He'll be going away here for a little while, coming up very shortly. Good pass interference call. Samuels with 1 foot in bounds. NFL, though, you have to have 2, so it still would have been incomplete. And pass interference on Kendricks. He's awaiting his sentencing. Actually, we got a challenge flag now from Pete Carroll. And Seattle's going to challenge whether or not that was pass interference or not. It was called PI on the field, so they got to find undisputable video evidence to overturn that. It could go either way. I mean, the thing is, Kendricks didn't even turn around, though, and look for the ball. He ran into Samuels right at the goal line, and Samuels still came down with it. Pass incomplete, though. Out of bounds. Pass interference, 15 yards, automatic first down. So they'll take a commercial break once they review that, as Pete Carroll challenges pass interference. First and 10 for the Finns, 8:22 to play in the second. Fake the give. Fitzpatrick airing it out. Near sideline. Pass completed the 20-yard line. Incomplete. Dropped it. Come on. You got to catch that, buddy. Fitz hands off. Actually fakes the give. Pass complete for about 7 yards. Kenyon Drake. Third and short. Still tie ball game with the Colts and Titans at 7. Jacoby Brissett now at quarterback for Indy after Andrew Luck retired right before the season began. Fitz looking to throw, batted down to the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Pass interference stands on the field after the challenge. So Seattle without a challenge and now a timeout. First and goal from the 1. Handoff, Connor, touchdown, Steelers. Miami will punt. Chris Boswell will come on and attempt an extra point for the black and gold. It's 21-7 now. Green Bay leads Minnesota.
Short field and the pass interference call.
Ball's extra point up and good. 7-0 Steelers lead at Heinz Field against the Seahawks. Boswell kicks off. Seahawks take a knee in the end zone, touchback. Seattle ball at the 25-yard line. Seattle with 3 wide at the top of your screen, going right to left here in the second quarter. Wilson with a screen pass near side, complete. Might be enough for a first down, depends on where they mark him out of bounds at. Devlin in motion for New England. Brady pump fakes and then gets taken down by the Dolphin defense for the sack, second down. On second and short, Seattle gets the first down with another Chris Carson run. Carson getting the most carries by the committee running back in the Emerald City. 2nd and 17 for the pass. Brady looking to throw. Incomplete. Russell Wilson has a man incomplete, overthrows his intended target, DK Metcalf. Wilson hands off once again. Brady pass complete. Phillip Dorsett. First down, New England. 20-7 now, San Francisco leads. Brady hands off on 1st and 10, gain of 4. Seahawks pass complete.
First down at midfield. Second and 6 for Brady. Midfield for the Patriots. First down and 10 for Wilson and the Seahawks. Also at midfield. 5-yard run for Sonny Michel. Wilson fakes a give, looking to throw near side. Incomplete. Batted down. Terrell Edmonds, 34 on the coverage. Bill Belichick. 3rd and 1 for New England. First down, New England now after another 4-yard run. Pass over the middle, complete at the 40. Gain of 8. 3rd and 2 on the way for the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett on the reception. Brady hands off. Rex Burkhead. Gain of 8. Have a whistle, and the Seahawks call their 3rd and final timeout here in the first half. Colts score. Paris Campbell, 12-yard receiving touchdown from Jacoby Brissett, former Ohio State Buckeye. Cowboys trailing the Skins, still 7-0. A flashback to February 2006. Roethlisberger to Willie Parker. Parker hands off then to Antoine Randall L. Randall L. finds Hines Ward wide open. And he walks into the end zone. That was 1 for the thumb. Parker also in that game had, up until just recently, the longest rushing touchdown in Super Bowl history. First and 10 for the Patriots. Play clock winding down for Seattle. 3rd and short. Handoff, first down. (10-6) Ravens over the Cards. David Johnson goes out with a wrist injury. He's questionable to return. 2-minute warning in Miami. Patriots lead the Dolphins 7-0. Steelers lead the Seahawks 7-0. First and 10 from the 35 for Seattle. Another handoff, 5 yards to the 30. Seattle so far in this game, with Chris Carson and now Rashad Penny, who's getting some carries here in the middle of the second quarter. After Carson was getting the bulk early on, the most carries between the two of them. Seattle's been able to run the ball more effectively than the Steelers have, even though Connor does have a 1-yard rushing touchdown for the Steelers. 2nd and 5. Wilson under center. Hands off. 3 yards, 3rd and 2. Trips to the top, halfback draw, and Penny's going to get stuffed in the backfield, loss on the play, 4th down, Seattle. They're right on the outside of field goal range. See if Pete Carroll wants to attempt a long field goal here early on in the second quarter. Put some points on the board rather than have the drive stall once again. And now Myers on to attempt a 46-yarder. Kick up and flag on the play. Kick is good. Flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be on the Steelers. It'll be an automatic first down if it's a 5-yard penalty. Either way, it's going to be automatic first down. It's a hold on Pittsburgh. Whitecapper going to talk with Pete Carroll. Personal foul. Personal foul on the Steelers, automatic first down. That was on McCullers. So Russell Wilson will now come back out on the field. They'll take the 3 points off the board. Seattle will have the ball in the red zone. Miami calls a timeout. 1:26 to play in the first half. Patriots lead 7-0. I don't know how that's a personal foul, but okay. From the 14, Wilson looking to throw over the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Gecko commercial as the Seahawks score after a personal foul on the made field goal. Points come off the board. Seattle scores a touchdown play later. 14-yard touchdown pass over the middle for Russell Wilson. Put it right where only his tight end could get it. 6 points. Now Myers on to attempt the extra point. 7-7 tie ball game, Seahawks. Steelers on Fox. Coming up at halftime, stats and scores. Almost at halftime with New England and Miami. 7-0 in South Beach. Back to the host city of Super Bowl 54, Miami. Patriots leading the Dolphins 7-0. Empty backfield now from the 20. 1:26 to play in the first half. Brady looking to throw. Touchdown, Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Patriots, as he jumps into the stands. 13-0 New England. Right into some Patriot fans front row. Hopefully that girl they jumped on doesn't accuse him of rape either. Seen that time and time again with him in Pittsburgh with the Steelers. Now Brown with his first touchdown as a Patriot. 4 catches, 56 yards. And now a TD in his first game with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. 13-0 Patriots lead. Brady tosses his helmet. On the sideline, Gostkowski. Extra point, up and good. 14-0. Whistle on the play, though. And Miami called a timeout. Miami called a timeout before the extra point. Seattle kicks off. First and 10 at the 25 after the touchback. Roethlisberger hands off. Gain of 3 for Connor. There's Mike Tomlin and Randy Fiechner. Extra point after the timeout by Gostkowski. No good. 13-0. Patriots lead the Dolphins as they ice the Memphis Tiger kicker and the Heat in Miami. 2nd and 7, another handoff. 3rd down on the way for Pittsburgh. Third and 6. 3 wide at the 29. Roethlisberger airs it out, incomplete. Looks like it was tipped. Bobby Wagner, highest paid linebacker right now in the National Football League, with the deflection at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Pittsburgh will punt once again. Tyler Lockett back deep to receive. Fair catch at the 31. That's where Seattle will begin. We're not seeing Marvin Lewis in Cincinnati as Zach Taylor takes over. Bengals almost beat the Hawks last week on the road. Came a point shy. Browns lost last week to the Titans at home. Ravens 59-10 win over the Dolphins, and then Pittsburgh with a 30-point loss on the road to New England. Survivor Island of the Idols, Wednesday, September 25th. Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown, Julian Edelman, alongside Tom Brady on the Patriots sideline, as Brown just scored his first career touchdown by another quarterback in the NFL. Every single touchdown pass he caught was from Big Ben Roethlisberger. Now his first from Tom Brady. Brown was in the slot. Turned around at the 5-yard line. Ball in the air already. Brown goes up and gets it right at the front of the end zone, and touchdown Patriots. Simple as that. Seahawks get it off. Steelers going to sack Wilson, though. Once again, another flag on the play. Penalty is going to be declined. It was a hold on Seattle, so Pittsburgh will take the sack. 3rd down, Seahawks. Wilson, shotgun, trips to the top of your screen, 3rd and 15 from the 27 for Seattle. Pass over the middle, completed at 35. Going to be shy of the first down marker, though. 4th down, Seahawks. They will punt once again as well. Fitzpatrick over the middle, incomplete at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 7. 32 seconds to play in the first half. Bills up 21-7 on the Giants. That's a shocker. Barkley with 9 rushes for 69 yards. Put those together, you get 969, also a touchdown for Saquon Barkley. But the Giants trail the Bills 21-7. Jaguars, Texans tied at 3. 7-7, Seattle and Pittsburgh. Commercial break. Pats call a timeout. They're first, up 13-0. It's 4th down, Miami, 28 seconds to play. New England's going to try to get the ball back and score once again before halftime. Why not? Miami gets the punt up and away. New England fields at the 15. Almost brought down at the 20. We'll see if they give him forward progress. Got brought down back to the 16. 13 seconds to play in the first half. Brady has 2 timeouts. We'll see what they do. Now at home with Baker Mayfield. Baker with the breakers, seeing what works and what doesn't inside First Energy Bank Stadium in Cleveland. And then he turns them all on, and then everything works. Titans-Jaguars once again, Thursday night football this week. 1st and 10, though, from the 17 they mark it at. For the Patriots, up 13-0. 2 timeouts, 13 seconds to play in the first half. And all New England's going to do is just take a knee. Heading into halftime with a 2-score lead on the MIA Dolphins. Dolphins, other than a couple passes over the middle for Fitzpatrick, they have not done absolute shit. Michelle with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Brady with a passing touchdown to Antonio Brown. 13-0 your score. Pass intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. First time I've said his name here this afternoon. Flag on the play. And it looks like we're going to have a hold. Holding on the Seattle defense. Going to be a 5-yard automatic first down. Steelers and Hawks tied at 7. Ball at the 33-yard line now. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Pass complete at the 40. That is Juju Smith-Schuster with his first reception of the afternoon. Halftime report on CBS coming up next. Pats lead the Finns 13-0 at halftime. First down Steelers after the completed pass to Juju from the 45, 1st and 10. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Chat questions and comments always greatly appreciated. Pass complete at midfield. Gain of 12 for Roethlisberger to the former Oklahoma State Cowboy, James Washington, who won the Fred Biletnikoff Award in Stillwater. 1st and 10 at the 43. Roethlisberger looking to throw once again. Pump fakes. Has a man. Another Pittsburgh Steeler. First down. Pass complete. Juju Smith-Schuster. Second catch in the last 3 plays for the former USC Trojan. Halftime report on CBS now with James Brown and company. Bill Sims, Boomer Esiason, Bill Cowher, who defeated the Seahawks in Super Bowl 40 as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, along with Nate Burleson as well. From the 28, 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Handoff. Connor breaks a tackle, gets about 6. Bills Giants highlights. 14-7, 21-7. Josh Allen has a passing touchdown and also a rushing touchdown as the Bills are up 2 scores on Big Blue. Cowboys and Skins, 7-7, almost halftime. Dak had found Devin Smith over the middle for a touchdown. Roethlisberger airing it out near sideline in the end zone. Caught. Was he inbounds? Touchdown Steelers maybe? Juju Smith-Schuster. Incomplete, out of bounds. 13-7, Colts lead the Titans. 6-3, Texans over the Jaguars at halftime. Sean Watson, 12 for 20, 120 yards. Passing, Gardner Minshew playing all right for Jacksonville. Chargers Lions from Ford Field, where Super Bowl 40 took place. Steelers got one for the thumb, defeated the Seahawks. Super Bowl 40 rematch today in Pittsburgh. Chargers lead the Lions 7-6, 7-7. Steelers and Seahawks 3rd and 6 from the 22. Whistle. Play clock winding down. I think Pittsburgh called a timeout. They do. Packers lead the Vikings 21-7. Cardinals Ravens from M&T Bank in Baltimore. 17-6 now. Lamar Jackson with another passing touchdown. 17-6. Ravens lead. Hayden Hurst on the touchdown reception, former minor league baseball player for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Highlight of Seahawks Steelers 7-7. Mason Rudolph starting to warm up on the sideline for Pittsburgh, it looks like. Roethlisberger hurt his hand or his wrist on the previous play, it looked like. hitting it off a teammate's helmet. Niners on top of the Bengals 21-10. And that's it for 1 o'clock games in the National Football League this afternoon. Trips near side. 3rd and 6 from the 22. We'll try this again after the timeout. 7-7 tie ball game. Quick pass near side. Flag on the play once again. First down Steelers. Pass was complete. Juju Smith-Schuster. Flag. It's going to be a hold on Pittsburgh. That flag came out right away. Actually, pass interference on the Steelers. Roethlisberger talking with the refs. It's going to be 3rd and long now instead of the first down. They're going to get Pittsburgh for a pass interference pick play near sideline. Pass interference. Good call. It's on Vance McDonald. And he's blocking just a little further on downfield than what he's allowed to. He got caught, so 3rd and long from the 32, 3rd and 16. Empty backfield. Roethlisberger. Pass complete, and Connor stiff arms the guy before getting brought down at the original line of scrimmage just a play ago at the 22. 4th and 6 after a 10-yard gain. Boswell on to attempt a field goal. Boswell kick up and good. Just squeaks in the right upright. 41-yard attempt makes it 10-7 Steelers. Snap was a little to the right of Jordan Berry, the punter who holds. But he got it down, and then Boswell got the kick up and away, and it goes right through the uprights. 10-7. Halftime report coming up on Fox. Chiefs play the Raiders later on today, along with Rams and Saints. Bears, Broncos in Denver. Roethlisberger talking with some medical personnel on the sideline. Mason Rudolph warming up on the sideline. Could we see the Red-Nosed Reindeer here against the Seattle Seahawks Week 2 in 2019? Seattle mishandles the return, gets out of the 12-yard line now. Roethlisberger going in the locker room. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Seattle 1st and 10 from the 12. Looks like Mason Rudolph will be playing quarterback here coming up shortly for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Seattle shotgun trips near side. Handoff. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Flag on the play once again. Illegal block in the back on Seattle. They'll mark that half the distance and replay first down. Cowboys on top of the Redskins now. 14-7. Packers 21-13 over the Purple People Eaters of the Minnesota Vikings. 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. 10-7. Pittsburgh leads. Start of the third quarter with Patriots and Dolphins 13-0. Crowd looks like they've completely left as the Dolphins once again are continuing to look like shit. They're going to need a miracle to come back and win this game once again. However, last year they beat the Patriots on a wild play to end the ball game. Ein Eagle, Charger legend Dan Fouts on the call for CBS. 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. New England just absolutely dominating the Dolphins. 72 rushing yards to 18, 114 passing to 33. Miami only has 2 first downs and 51 total yards. No points, getting shut out against the defending Super Bowl champs. Belichick talking with his son, Steve, who is an assistant for the Patriots. Evan Washburn on the sideline reporting for CBS. 2-minute warning once again for Seattle and Pittsburgh. It's been a crazy first half for sure. Lots of penalties. Fumble recovery for a touchdown got called back. Pittsburgh ended up scoring anyway. Seattle pass complete. Russell Wilson out past the 30, 35. And Seattle first down 3 here at the end of the first half. Pittsburgh also with a field goal, but then Seattle kicked a field goal, personal foul against Pittsburgh. The very next play they scored a touchdown, so that's where we're at. 10-7, start of the second half with New England and Miami 13-0. Second and 5. Wilson looking to throw once again. First down, Seattle up the far sideline. From midfield, first and 10. Wilson, pass complete near side on the screen, about 9 on the reception, second and 1. Dorsett on the reception from Brady, first down, New England. Dorsett playing for the Patriots this afternoon in his old college stadium in Miami, the former Hurricane. Should be happy that they finally got a win yesterday against Bethune-Cookman. However, it's probably still going to be a while before the U is back. 1 yard run timeout, Pittsburgh, or injury timeout, excuse me. Injured Seattle Seahawks down on the field. Brady hands off Sony Michel once again. Another 1-yard run on 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8 coming up. Injured Seahawk on the field. Steelers lead 10-7. Trips near side for Brady. 3rd and 7, they officially mark it as. Michel motions out up top. Empty backfield. Brady looking to throw. Complete over the middle. Flag on the play. Not enough for a first down. Pass was actually incomplete, intended for Antonio Brown. Now we have a hold on the Patriots. Penalties decline, 4th down. So New England will punt. Roethlisberger back out on the field. Good sign. Wilson looking to throw. Loss of 2 yards after Sutton makes a stop. New England punts. Fair caught at the 15. Lockett with a 3-yard reception. Sutton on the tackle. Inbounds, clock will continue to roll. Seahawks, no timeouts, down 3, 10-7, 35-yard line. 3rd and 10. Wilson looking to throw once again. Near sideline, incomplete. Flag on the play. They're going to get Pittsburgh for pass interference. Pass interference. And a personal foul against the Seahawks. So 8 seconds to play in the first half. Ball at midfield for Seattle. Quick pass to the near sideline. They get out of bounds at the 40. Will Jason Myers come on and attempt a 57-yard field goal, though? He will. Myers kick up and no good. Wide left. 10-7 Steelers lead the Seahawks at halftime. Snap and hold were good. He had the distance for it. From 58, just wide left. There's Dan Marino. Dolphins need him to come back and play quarterback for them if they want to win football games. 13-0. Patriots lead the Finns, 1st and 10, Miami from the 15. San Francisco at halftime leads the Bengals 24-10. Pass knocked down, incomplete. Chargers 10-6 at halftime over the Lions. Philip Rivers, 50% passing, over 100 yards. Second and 10 from the 15. And a dump off, but Miami wasn't even looking for it. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. That just shows you how bad the Dolphins are. So halftime in Pittsburgh, 10-7, Steelers lead. Redskins and Cowboys. (14-7) at halftime in Landover, Maryland. 3rd and 10 for the Dolphins. There's Brett Favre, intercepted by the Patriots. Brett Favre back in Green Bay. Packers leading the Vikings 21-10 almost at half. 49ers and Bengals 24-10 as mentioned at halftime. There's Robert Kraft as well, up in his suite at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Hopefully he didn't go to any spa this morning like he did back in January. Cardinals, Ravens, Baltimore leads 17-6. I mean, hell, if he did, he did. It's like, who really gives a shit anyway? Patriot, Dolphin highlights. Currently watching that game, though, here in the second half. Brady pass near side, incomplete. 13-0, 12 and a half to play in the third quarter. Bills on top of the Giants, 21-7 at halftime. Colts Titans, a fire on the field at Nissan Stadium in Nashville before the game. Jacoby Brissett found Paris Campbell for a touchdown. 13-7 Colts lead the Titans. Chargers also 10-6, Texans 6-3 over the Jags. Brady gets brought down. And 10-7 your score at halftime with Pittsburgh and Seattle. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 12, near side, first down, Patriots. Pass to the top of your screen, complete. Josh Gordon Gain of 5. Second down. Brady, empty backfield from the 19. Looking to throw. Antonio Brown is intended target incomplete. No flag on the play. Empty backfield once again as Sonny Michel motions out to the slot, then comes back into the backfield, 3rd and 5. Brady looking his way at the first down marker. Hits James White. First down, New England. Stats in the first half of Seattle and Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson is 15 of 19, 160 yards passing, and 1 touchdown. Chris Carson, 7 carries and 44 yards. Rashad Penny, 5 of 17. Tyler Lockett leads the way, actually tied with Malik Turner in receiving yards. Lockett, 3 more catches, 6 of 54. Turner, 3 of 54. DK Metcalf, 1 catch, 16 yards. Will Dissly has the only points for the Seahawks, 1 catch, 14 yards and a touchdown. CJ Prosise out of the backfield, 3 of 13. And then Chris Carson, 1 catch, 9 yards. Pittsburgh, Big Ben Roethlisberger, 8 of 15 and 75 yards. 3rd and 7 on the way for Tom Brady and the Patriots against the Dolphins. Benny Snell, 1 carry, 23 yards. James Conner, 7 carries, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 catches, 27 yards. Vance McDonald, 3 of 20. Conner, 2 of 16. And James Washington, 1 catch, 12 yards. Chris Boswell also with a 41-yard field goal. 10-7 at halftime. Steelers lead the Seahawks. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my live reactions, play-by-play of the NFL this afternoon. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, ColeHandLuke96, on social media if you haven't done so already. If you have, be sure to tell your friends and family. Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and follow myself, the Encyclopedia Sports, ColeHandLuke96, over on Twitter and right here on Periscope. Like, follow, and subscribe. Subscribe. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. Hope to hit that sometime within the next week. So thank you if you have subscribed. If you haven't, I don't know how you're waiting for. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. Like the super like and super hard button. Also, be sure to share this on social media. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag NFL 100. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. Up 13-0. 8:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. Brady, pass near side. Antonio Brown, incomplete. No pass interference on that. That's a good no call. 4th down. Gostkowski will come on and attempt another field goal. 1 for 1 on field goals, 0 for 1. Or excuse me, 0 for 0, 0 for on field goals, 1 of 2 on extra points. As the Patriots have 2 touchdowns, 1 yard rushing from Sonny Michel, and then a pass from Brady to Brown. Field goal up and good for Gostkowski. Now 16-0. The Dolphins trail the Patriots. First half highlights now of Steelers-Seahawks coming back to begin the second half. Steelers on top, 10-7. Patriots lead the Dolphins 16-0. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Chat questions and comments always greatly appreciated. Like, follow, and subscribe. Gridiron Ring and myself, the Encyclopedia Sports, go in Luke 96 on social media. Just take a screenshot. It'll last longer. Everything's right behind me. Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and follow myself, the Encyclopedia Sports, go in Luke 96 over on Twitter and right here on Periscope. Like, and super heart button as well. Chat questions and comments always greatly appreciated. Be sure to share this on social media as well. Hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL 100, hashtag Seattle versus Pittsburgh, hashtag New England versus Miami, as most of the 1 o'clock games in the National Football League this afternoon, Week 2, Sunday, September the 15th, are either at halftime or just got underway in the second half. 1st and 10 for Seattle after the kick return to the 16-yard line. Pass complete, incomplete, dropped by Tyler Lockett near side of the 20-yard line. Clash of Champions begins at 7 p.m. on the WWE Network. I will be live right here on Periscope doing live reactions, play-by-play of that pay-per-view, as all championships in the WWE will be defended. As well, I will be doing live reactions, play-by-play of Sunday Night Football this evening with Eagles and Falcons. So be sure to tune back in. Follow myself, Cohan Luke 96, right here on Periscope. Handoff. Bud Dupree on the tackle. No gain on the play, 3rd and 10. For the Seattle Seahawks, who are 1-0, defeated the Bengals last week at home by 1. Pittsburgh, a 30-point loss for the Patriots on Sunday night last week. Cannot show the game due to copyright. So I'm very, very sorry to say that, but due to copyright, I cannot show any event. 3rd and 10 from the 16. I'll talk more WWE here shortly and later on tonight, so bear with me. Pass complete to the 22 to Lockett. Brought down short of the line to gain, though. 4th down, 4th and 3. Seattle will punt to begin the second half. That is a bold statement. Ravens are the best team in the league. They played the Dolphins last week. They put up 59. Okay, yes, I get that has to speak for something, along with Lamar Jackson throwing for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. However, today, the Patriots are defeating the Dolphins 16-0 on the road after Brady handed off to Stoney Michel, 1-yard touchdown run, and then Brady found Antonio Brown for a receiving touchdown, and then a Gostkowski field goal, 16-0 in Miami. And then today, the Ravens are playing the Cardinals at home, and Kyler Murray. Roethlisberger, it's his right forearm that is bothering him right now, it looks like. And Roethlisberger cannot go. Mason Rudolph in the ball game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma State. He gives a wink to the defensive end. 1st and 10. Steelers, Rudolph hands off James Conner, 1-yard run on the play. Hopefully Roethlisberger's not seriously injured and going to be out for quite a while. Now you have a second-year quarterback who lit up college football a couple years back with James Washington, who he has at wide receiver now in Pittsburgh. So they do have a connection there. Look for them to go to that early here in the second half. But Roethlisberger with a forearm injury, it looks like, and is going to be out for potentially the rest of the game. Rudolph looking to throw, screen pass, incomplete. Good thing he dropped that, or they would have lost about 5-10 yards on that play. 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. The Ravens playing the Cardinals though today, who tied the Lions last week. Okay. The thing is, like I said, yeah, that is a very bold statement. The Ravens are the best team in the league. They very well could be. Obviously have to see how the Rams and Saints play later on today. Cowboys not looking as good as what they did last week. The thing is, though, it is still so early in the season. It's going to be until week 6 to 8 to 10. Pass incomplete and then intercepted by the Seahawks on the Seahawks sideline. What a catch for the INT by the defender. And that really wasn't Rudolph's fault. Moncrief with another drop off the deflection. Seattle with the INT. Moncrief, I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers cut his ass this week. He had 4 drops last week. Now a drop that leads to an interception here early in the second half with a young quarterback now with Mason Rudolph, with Roethlisberger out of the game. Seattle will get the ball back down 3, 10-7. No more Josh Dobbs either for Pittsburgh. They traded him to Jacksonville last Monday. Moncrief in his first season with Pittsburgh might not last much longer. Good route, good pass, and Moncrief just hit him in the hands, and then off the deflection, Seattle caught the interception. That's all that happened, and that's a catch. That's an INT. He controlled it going down out of bounds, so there's nothing else to it. It's going to be Seattle ball, and you move on and play defense. Pittsburgh defense in the first half, 3 sacks on Russell Wilson. We're able to stop the run a little bit with Procise, Penny, and Chris Carson, who gets to carry there. Loss of 2. Hilton on the stop. 2nd and 12. But bold statement, Ravens are the best team in the league. We'll see. It's going to be a little while before I really say who the top teams in the league are. I know I said last week, after week 1, the best teams, NFC, the Saints and the Cowboys, AFC, Patriots, and Chiefs. Chiefs actually host the Ravens next week. We'll see what happens from Arrowhead 1 o'clock next Sunday. Pass complete. DK Metcalf into Steeler territory at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Seahawks. 10-7 Pittsburgh leads early in the third quarter. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, could very well appear tonight at Clash of Champions to potentially set up a Hell in a Cell match with either Seth frickin' Rollins or Braun Strowman in a couple weeks at Hell in a Cell. Also, rumored main event for tonight for Clash of Champions, Roman Reigns, Eric Rowan, regular singles match at a pay-per-view where all championships will be defended, which makes absolutely no sense. But then at that point, obviously Daniel Bryan's going to come out. That'll set up a match with either Reigns or Rowan, or maybe even a triple threat at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell as well. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wilson looking to throw, actually hands off, and a yard on the carry for Carson. So we'll have to see what ends up happening. Spank the Dolphins, and the Pats barely at 16. Well, like I mentioned, it's still early in the season. And last I checked, the Ravens were only up 17-6 on the Cardinals after putting up 59 on the Dolphins last week. So, you know, that's why they play the games, folks. 2nd and 10, 25-yard line. Incomplete, intended from Metcalf near sideline. Steven Nelson on the coverage in his first year in Pittsburgh after coming over from Kansas City. That Chief Raven game next week with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, going to be a good game to keep an eye out for and watch. It is next Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS. Third and 10 for Seattle. 10 minutes to play in the third. Wilson over the middle, complete. However, big tackle from Sean Davis. Still enough for a first down, though. I thought he was going to drop it after that huge stop by Davis. Great tackle. But he held on, first down at the 12. Lockett in motion. And Wilson looking to throw. Has a tight end once again. Touchdown Seahawks, 13-10. And Will Dissly with his second touchdown reception here this afternoon against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 13-10, pending a Myers extra point. Not a good sign for Pittsburgh either, with Roethlisberger out. And Dante Moncrief can't catch the damn ball. Whether it's Roethlisberger throwing it to him or Mason Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Russell Wilson with a new Seahawks franchise record. He is the first quarterback in franchise history to throw for 200 passing touchdowns. 14-10, Seahawks lead the Steelers. I don't know about that. That's another bold statement. Probably not as bold as Ravens are the best team in the league, but the season is still in the early stages. So if he is, hurt and he's going to be out a couple weeks, well, now's the right time for him to be out rather than later on, come crunch time when if you need to win games and then you can't win games, you're screwed. You miss the playoffs once again. Probably leads to Tomlin getting fired and basically starting over from scratch. Yes, the first week and a half here now, game last week on Sunday night, they couldn't run the ball whatsoever. They still can't run the ball. First couple minutes here of the second half today against the Seahawks, they can't throw the ball downfield either, even though they can block a little bit better than what they did last week. But then they still can't get after the quarterback, even though they do have 3 sacks on Russell Wilson. But you let them stand in the pocket, whether he's Tom Brady or Russell Wilson or Jimmy Garoppolo now next week. The Steelers play out the San Francisco 49ers. You can't let them stand in the pocket for 10,000 seconds and chuck the ball downfield, or else you're going to get picked apart. Look what happened last week. Brady threw for 340 yards and 3 touchdowns. Russell Wilson now 2 passing touchdowns to the same tight end. 14-10 your score halfway through the third quarter now. So I wouldn't say the season's over. It's only the second game of the season. Very, very early still. Like I said, bold statement earlier. Ravens are the best team in the league. Obviously, yeah, putting up 59 has to speak for something, but they play the Chiefs on the road next week. We'll really find out how good they are come that game. And then obviously still they got to play the rest of the AFC North 2 times apiece, and everybody else in the NFC West, as the AFC North plays the NFC West this year. Pittsburgh hosting Seattle today. They'll host the Rams later on in the season, then go to San Francisco next week, and then play at the Cardinals in December. Fewest games to reach 200 career passing touchdowns all time. Dan Marino with 89, Rodgers 99, Manning, Peyton with 106, Brett Favre 107. Russell Wilson, 5th all time. It only took him 114 games to reach 200 passing touchdowns, which is quite an accomplishment. Somewhat shocking, too, to be honest with you. Didn't think Russell Wilson would be 5th all time on that list for fewest games to reach 200 passing touchdowns. Mason Rudolph coming back out on the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers with Big Ben Roethlisberger out for the rest of this game. Rudolph 0 for 2, 0 yards, and an interception after a deflection off a dropped pass from Dante Moncrief. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh from the 25, down 4, 14-10. Antonio Brown, last I checked, he had 4 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown for the New England Patriots in his first game with Tom Brady and company. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Grimble with the drop. Rudolph now 0 for 3.
What a big help Joshua Dobbs was. And he said Mason Rudolph was growing into that role, and now, as you said, Rodney, it's a role reversal.
Yeah, and then Ben, not used to being in this situation, but they're going to win this football game. He's going to need to show.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Steelers going left to right across your television screen. Man in motion. That's Juju Smith-Schuster. Handoff. Connor. First down run. Gain of 14 out to 39. If they can get the run game established with a second-year quarterback in Mason Rudolph, open up the play action, let them throw the ball downfield, they'll be fine. Play good defense. They've been able to get after Wilson here early on. Just play simple football. Just go old school and run the football and play action pass with a young quarterback, play good defense, and win. If you have to rely on your kicker, hopefully Boswell can kick field goals. 1st and 10 from the 39. Toss play, flea flicker, Rudolph airing it out near sideline, has a man at the 20, caught, first down, Juju Smith-Schuster at the 15-yard line. Huge gain on a trickery from Randy Fiechner to get Mason Rudolph established and feeling good about himself here in the second quarter. Rudolph with his first ever completion in an NFL game. Goes for about 50 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster with a hell of a catch at the 15-yard line. They officially spot him at the 16. Rudolph now hands off James Conner. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Those are the type of plays that get your juice going. Hey, you're a player. You've had an interception from the first pass of the game. You're 0 for 3, and you get that one. Wow.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. Drop those in the comment section below. Follow myself right here on Periscope, Cool Hand Luke 96. Subscribe to Gridiron Ring on YouTube as well. 2nd and 10, 16-yard line, Rudolph in the eye, under center. Fakes the give. Rudolph looking to throw. Rolls out, near side. Connor gets decked at the 20. Michael Kendricks, who might be getting decked in a couple weeks once he's behind bars, stops Connor for a 4-yard loss.
He was on the sideline and he came and walked over to his guys, to the group of receivers, and he found Juju Smith-Schuster immediately.
Going to be 3rd and 14 from the 20.
Obviously extremely happy.
If they can at least get a field goal on this drive, it'll be a success. Still 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Hopefully, obviously, yeah, I would like a touchdown here. Hopefully they can put more than just 3 on the board. But from the 20, 3rd and 14, we'll see what Rudolph's going to do here. Looking to throw. Complete. Juju. And actually dives. I don't know what the hell just happened there. The defender tried bringing him down while holding his hand, basically trying to rip his arm out of socket. I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, they're literally holding hands and he's trying to bring him down, and Juju's trying to run upfield and get the first down. Didn't get enough for the first down. Going to be 4th down. Pittsburgh will kick a field goal inside the 20. He dove. Well, he's out of bounds, and then he dove. We'll see where they mark it at. But it's 4th down. A 33-yard field goal attempt, which is basically an extra point. Boswell already 1 for 1 on the afternoon from 41 out. Now 2 for 2, 33-yard attempt is up and good. Steelers cut the deficit to 1, 14-13. But the big play on that drive was the flea flicker from Rudolph to Smith-Schuster. Good drive after the previous one ended in an interception. At least they got points, and now it's only a 1-point game in the middle of the 3rd quarter. How do I see the Steelers? Well, obviously losing Bell and Brown clearly hurts. Bell did not play at all last year, though. So you have to go back to 2 years ago to when he was really, at least doing something for him. They play tomorrow. The Jets do against the Browns and Baker Mayfield. Tomorrow night with Trevor Siemian now playing at quarterback for the Jets for Sam Darnold, who's out with mono. I expect the Jets to give the ball to Bell a lot against the Brown defense. Baker Mayfield and Browns, I think, will bounce back, though, after losing week 1 to the Tennessee Titans. Brown, obviously, originally the Steelers traded him to the Bills, and then a couple days later that fell through. They traded him to the Raiders. He was with Oakland up until just recently, obviously. I think everybody knows that story now. I'm not going to go over that again. If you don't know it, look it up. Go check out my videos from my live streams, my prediction and recap videos over on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel as well. Be sure to subscribe. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you. But then, obviously, Oakland released him. He signed with the Patriots a couple weeks ago now, playing in his first game with the Pats on the road in Miami this afternoon. The Patriots were on top 16-0. If anybody has any updates on other scores, let me know in the comments below as well. Follow myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, right here on Periscope. Cool Hand Luke 96 over on Twitter as well. Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. I'll be live later on tonight as well, right here on Periscope. WWE Clash of Champions live reactions, as every championship will be defended, plus Sunday Night Football, Eagles, and Falcons. But with Pittsburgh losing Bell and Brown, it's next man up mentality. You move on. You have James Conner and Benny Snell, who they drafted out of Kentucky this year in the 2nd round, I believe, 3rd round maybe. Steelers will kick off to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl 40 rematch. I cannot show the game. I'm so sorry. Cannot show the game due to copyright. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching. It's 14-13. And I'm doing play-by-play as I see it.
So Seahawks have the ball. Wilson, 19-25, 208, and 2 touchdowns, both for the same tight end. 14-13 your score, 6:21 to play in the third. Seahawks 1st and 10 from the 25. And they are going right to left across your television screen, but I cannot show the game due to copyright. I'm so sorry, guys. 1st and 10. If I was able to show the game, believe me, I probably would. Seahawks get it off as the play clock was winding down, pass complete. Chris Carson for a gain of 7, 2nd and short. Game break with the Packers and Vikings. Kirk Cousins airing it out. Stephon Diggs, a 45-yard touchdown reception. 21-10, Packers lead. 21-16, excuse me. 21-16, Packers lead the Vikings from Lambeau. 2nd and 2. Wilson looking to throw. Pass complete over the middle on the slant at the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. Tyler Lockett with another catch. But, like I said, you just basically move on. You have James Conner and Benny Snell at running back. You did have Roethlisberger, Rudolph, and Dobbs at quarterback. They trade Dobbs last Monday to Jacksonville. Nick Foles goes down with an injury. He's going to be out till about week 11. Gardner Minshew and the Jags playing the Texans today. It was 6-3, Texans leading. They lost a close one on a game-winning 58-yard game-winning field goal by the Saints last week on the first game of Monday Night Football. That nightcap, Raiders defeated the Broncos. Raiders host the Chiefs today. Broncos host the Bears. 2nd and 5 coming up for Seattle. But then you have Mason Rudolph behind Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger goes down. Rudolph now on a quarterback. Flea flicker. Actually, an interception on his 3rd pass. And then a flea flicker on the next drive after Seattle scores to go up 14-10. Flea flicker. Big play to Juju. Pittsburgh gets 3 out of it, 14-13, and that's where we're at right now. Trips to your top of your screen. And Carson with the reception out of the backfield. 1st down, Seattle. Once again, gain of about 10 yards. Offensive line, Pittsburgh-wise. How do I see the Steelers? Still going back to that. One of the best O-lines in the league, led by Pouncey and DeCastro. Yeah, they lost Marcus Gilbert. He's out in Arizona now, but Alejandro Villanueva as well, former Army Ranger, played wide receiver at West Point, now an offensive tackle in the NFL. Who would have saw that coming a couple years back? 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciate, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Wilson, pass complete for 4 yards to the 41. Tyler Lockett, once again. Tight end-wise, Vance McDonald losing Jesse James, clearly hurt, but they did go to McDonald here early on after he only had 1 catch last week. You know, it was late in the game. McDonald hasn't done anything though in the second half. They need to have Rudolph throw to him to get a little bit more established once the Steelers do get back on offense here, if they can hold Seattle on defense. 3rd down on the way. Defense-wise, yeah, secondary's been bad ever since Troy Polamalu left, but other than that, I think they're fine. You know, obviously, yeah, when they lost Ryan Shazier a couple years back on Monday Night Football, handoff Wilson to Chris Carson. Wilson gets out and blocks, and Rashad Penny on 3rd and 2 takes it 35 yards to the house for the touchdown. 20-13 now, Seahawks lead the Steelers. 2:56 to play in the 3rd quarter. See a replay of that. Simple draw to Penny, and then Wilson gets out and blocks. And Penny, 35 yards to the house, touchdown Seattle. 20-13 pending the Myers extra point. Missed tackle from Pittsburgh at the line of scrimmage, and Penny goes to the house. 21-13 now, Steelers
trail the Seattle Seahawks. 21-13 your score. Jeez, come on. 2:56 in the third, 21-13. Seahawks lead. Yeah, Penny just bounced off a missed tackle and went 35 yards. It was a simple draw, and then Wilson got out and blocked. There's nothing else to it, and Myers' extra point was up and good. So, yeah, Seahawks lead the Steelers 21-13. Everybody in here watching right now, if you have a chat question or comment, let me know. Follow myself, Going Luke96, and Gridiron Ring on social media. Take a screenshot; it'll last longer. Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow myself right here on Periscope and over on Twitter. Cohan Luke96. But obviously, ever since they lost Shazier, they didn't really have anybody at linebacker. They get Devin Bush now. He's looked all right early on, but it's still so early in the season. It's only the second week, folks. The season's not decided week one. Everybody overreacts, just like they did last week. Once again, like they do every year. But we'll see what happens. There's still going to be a lot of very, very good games, especially one from last year. NFC Championship game rematch coming up later on this afternoon out in LA at the Coliseum. The Rams hosting the Saints. Hopefully the Zebras don't blow that game once again. We'll have to find out and see about that. Eagles-Falcons should be a decent Sunday night game tonight from Atlanta. Next week, though, the Chiefs host the Ravens. Steelers at the 49ers. Niners were beating the Bengals. I am in the northeast mid-Atlantic region. Where are you from? Big Penn State and Steeler fan too, by the way. If everybody wants to let everybody else know who's in here watching, who your favorite teams are, or where you're from as well. But I was watching both Patriot, Dolphin, and Steeler-Seahawks game. But then it was 16-0 New England. I'm like, well, I'll just watch the Steeler game because it was getting a little interesting there at the end of the first half. Now getting even more intriguing here at the end of the third quarter with Seattle now on top 21-13 with Big Ben Roethlisberger out of the game. So here comes Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, number 2, in for his third series now at quarterback in the second half, replacing Ben Roethlisberger. Go back to 2004. Reminds me a whole lot when Tommy Maddox went down. Roethlisberger stepped in week 2 against the Baltimore Ravens on the road. Steelers had lost week 1, and then they won 15 straight. Went 15-1, lost to the Patriots in the AFC title game. A year later, Super Bowl 40, 2005 season, February of 2006, they defeated the Seattle Seahawks. Hard to believe that's been almost 14 years ago now. Rudolph pass complete at the 30-yard line, gain of 5. Vance Ronald McDonald. They need to get the tight end involved more, get Rudolph established at quarterback, run the ball. They'll be fine. Play good defense. If you have to rely on Boswell, so be it. Hopefully you can kick some field goals, but 2nd and 5, and hopefully Roethlisberger isn't, seriously hurt. We'll obviously find out in the next couple days. There's going to be a lot of stories out probably about that. And whether they're all true or not beats me. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's next man. It's next man up at that point. Pass complete. Juju Smith-Schuster, gain of 7 on 2nd and 5. First down and 10. Out past the 40-yard line. First and 10. It is the third quarter, and there's 1:45 to play in the third. Steelers trail the Seahawks 21-13. Screen pass near side. Jalen Samuels, first down, midfield. Both teams have all 3 timeouts as well. So, it's going to be Interesting finish here as we come down to the wire when we enter the fourth quarter here with the Steelers and Seahawks in the Super Bowl 40 rematch. But Rudolph entering for Roethlisberger, with Roethlisberger getting hurt, does remind me a whole lot of when Maddox went down and then Roethlisberger stepped in. And then we've had Bennett quarterback, the Steelers have, for 15 years ever since. 1st and 10 at midfield, under a minute to play now in the third. Steelers trail by 8. Share this on social media. Hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL 100, hashtag Seattle versus Pittsburgh, SEA versus PIT. As the 1-0 Seahawks are defeating the 0-1 Steelers 21-13. Pass was complete to Ryan Switzer on the previous play. Actually dropped 2nd and 10. And the Steelers will more than likely get another play off before the end of the third quarter. And Rudolph, pass near side here, gain of about a yard if he's lucky to Vance McDonald. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Steelers will have the ball to begin the fourth and final quarter play. Down 8, 21-13. 3rd and 8 from around midfield. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. But Pittsburgh, they have to do something here in the fourth. Leave it all out on the field in order to come back and win this ball game over the Seahawks, who made the playoffs last year and then lost to the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round. Russell Wilson became the 5th quarterback in 114 games to reach 200 passing touchdowns. That list led by Pittsburgh native, former Dolphin quarterback, and Pitt Panther too, by the way. Pitt lost to Penn State yesterday, 17-10, right here in Happy Valley. Marino leads that list, quickest to 200 passing touchdowns in only 89 games. Wilson did it in 114. 2 touchdowns this afternoon. As the Seahawks lead 21-13. Dolphins and Patriots from South Beach. 23-0 now, Patriots lead. Just started the fourth and final quarter. Patriots have the ball right now as well. Pass near side completed the 40-yard line. Julian Edelman, gain of about 20 yards. Flag on the play, though. And we'll head on back to Pittsburgh, the Steel City, where the Steelers are hosting the Seahawks and are down 8 entering the fourth quarter. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in this afternoon and watching. Be sure to tune back in later tonight at 7 p.m. for live reactions, play-by-play of WWE Clash of Champions and Sunday Night Football, Eagles, Falcons. If anybody has updates on other games in the National Football League this afternoon, if you have scores and stats from those games, let me know in the comments below. Share this as well. Like, super like, and super heart button. Thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching. Subscribe. Gridiron Ring on YouTube. 3rd and 8 as we begin the fourth and final quarter play. Number 80, Johnny Holton in motion. Steelers now going right to left across your television screen. Rudolph airing it out. Receiver slips and then somehow still catches it. That is Deontay Johnson, number 18, the rookie receiver out of Toledo. How the hell he came down with that after he slipped and fell? That should have been an INT once again for Seattle, but what a catch by Johnson. 3rd round pick out of Toledo this past year. Benny Snell, 4th round pick. First and 10. Steelers moving the ball. 31-yard line now. Rudolph, hands off. Connor, 4 yards on the carry.
Mason Rudolph, placing the injured vet Roethlisberger, set 54 school record run, a 54 at Oklahoma State. He broke Barry Sanders' school record for touchdowns responsible for 47. Well, you just said
Rudolph, after a slow start, is now 9 of 12, 90 yards, along with an interception that led to Seahawks points. Wasn't his fault, though. Moncrief with another drop, and now Dante Moncrief has not played since. Wouldn't be surprised they cut him sometime this week. Rudolph airing it out in the end zone, incomplete, intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. 3rd and 5 coming up. Steelers, playing at home against the Seahawks. Down 8, 3rd and 5, 13:27 to play.
That's not the structure of their defense. When you take your chances up there, he's one of the most active pass breakup corners in the league. I'd love to see him get his hands on some hard balls for interceptions. He's a very good player.
Rudolph going to run for it. He's going to get the first down. 20-yard line. Inside the red zone now, 1st and 10. Good decision from Mason Rudolph.
There's nothing going, but this is an important 3rd down. You're in the 4th quarter. You're late in the down, and there's no open receiver. Just do it yourself. It takes a lot of courage.
No one open downfield, and he just decided to run for it and just got enough for the first down.
Just stick your head down and go get that first down. Well done. Looks like James Conner shaking out.
Juju in motion. Handoff, Jalen Samuels. Near side, 15 for getting pushed out at the 13. 2nd and 3.
Jalen Samuels, they clear the path for this nice pickup. You know, this Steelers offensive line is huge. They don't have a lot of guys that can get out in space and run. Pouncey is one. DeCastro is the other. He did a good job getting some space for the running back there.
Samuels still in the ball game at running back. And Rudolph going to hand off once again to him. First down inside the 10. 1st and goal. Michael Kendricks on the stop. 13-3. Texans lead the Jaguars. Going to be a long season for the Jags. Baltimore, 20-15 lead over Arizona. Trips to the top of your screen. Rudolph looking to throw. Pump fake. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald on the screen right over the middle. Rudolph celebrating, however, stops that real quick. Steelers are going to go for 2 after a 8-yard touchdown pass from Mason Rudolph to Vance McDonald over the middle, and he walked right in the end zone. Beautiful first passing touchdown from Mason Rudolph in the NFL. Steelers will go for 2, down 21-19, 11:15 to play. What are they going to draw up on 2-point conversion right here? Trips to the top. Shotgun. Running back to his left. Rudolph looking to throw. over the middle, intercepted. So 2-point conversion is no good. 21-19 is your score. This game is going to come down to the kickers. Boswell is going to have to kick a game-winning field goal and potentially win this game 22-21. I'm going to say that right now because that's probably what's going to happen. And then he's probably going to miss, and then everybody's going to be pissed off.
You can ask it to play music or check the weather.
21-19 though. Steelers do score, however, don't convert the 2-point conversion. Thank you guys for the likes, super likes, and super hearts. Keep those coming. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated as well. Like, follow, and subscribe. Gridiron Ring and myself, GoHandLuke96, on social media. If you're watching on playback on YouTube, links are actually in the description below. Share this as well on social media with friends and family. Hashtag NFL and hashtag NFL 100.
Today, we're using IBM Cloud to run new analytics tools that help us better predict and plan a patient's recovery. Ultimately, it's helping thousands of patients return home.
Wish you had a battery that lasted longer than lunch. We're on. It's switching time. There, that's better. Switched up to 12 hours of battery life. Switch to Chromebook.
Buy our pizza. Scan our box. Make pizza with Juju. What? Pizza with Juju? One of millions of prizes you can win from Pizza Hut when you play Hut Hut Play. You can't have football without the Hut.
Oh, hell yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin in this new WWE Friday Night SmackDown commercial, as Friday Night SmackDown will be making its return starting Friday, October the 4th, only on Fox. WWE Clash of Champions this evening. Be sure to tune back in at 7 p.m. for my live reactions, play-by-play of that pay-per-view. I have a feeling that they just played Renegade for some reason to get the crowd pumped up, as Seattle's now going to have the ball at the 25-yard line after the kickoff. Michigan, Wisconsin next Saturday on Fox, starting at noon from Camp Randall Stadium. Shea Patterson, Jonathan Taylor, a top 25 matchup in the Big Ten. From the 25, Seattle in shotgun trips near side. Wilson, screen pass to the top, and gain of about 3 yards. Rashad Penny. 11-11 to play.
This one may be even more so. It's a game of momentum. It always will, it always has, and always will be. Pittsburgh Stadium is rocking right now. They're trying to encourage their defense, and it's up to Russell Wilson and his offense to quiet them down.
2nd and 7 for Seattle. Shotgun, now empty backfield. Wilson looking to throw over the middle, complete. First down, gain of about 9 to the 38.
Dishley, who has a couple of touchdown receptions today for Seattle, and that quiets the crowd. Well, Russell Wilson's getting a lot of zone coverage. If you watch Pittsburgh last week against New England, they played almost exclusively man-to-man. This is a different type of game because of the way that Seattle approaches their offense. They like to run the ball. Pittsburgh wants their linebacker to be able to see that. And what it's affording them, Seattle at least, is all this space for these underneath throws, and Russell Wilson is exploiting them right now.
False start on Seattle.
First and 15. Seems like that's the first penalty of the second half. After there was a million in the first. Game break, Cardinals, Ravens. Somebody with a bold statement earlier. Ravens are the best team in the league right now. Well, it's 20-17, Ravens over the Cardinals. About the same time remaining in the game at M&T Bank. About 10 minutes to play. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson. Was Roethlisberger, Wilson this one. But now Rudolph and Wilson. Pass incomplete, near sideline. Out of bounds, flag on the play. Holding on the Seahawks. 10-yard penalty, replay first down. 9:35 to play, Steelers down 2. How about a safety? Keep backing them up with all these holdings. Get a safety out of it, get the ball back, and then put up some points and win the game. That's a good call. Holding on to it. And that came from the white capper, too, behind the line of scrimmage, so that one's definitely not going to get changed. First and 25 from the 22. And Carson gets about 5 yards on the carry. Second down.
You know, last weekend, I just mentioned it, they had 2nd and 16 plus 3 times, and that led to 3rd and 16 plus 5 other times.
2nd and 20. Seahawks still in shotgun, 4 wide. To the bottom, to the top of your screen. Wilson looking to throw. Airs it out. Incomplete. Incomplete at the 35. Intended for Tyler Lockett. 3rd and 20 on the way. Almost had another holding and then potentially a late hit on Wilson, but no flags thrown, and then potentially a pass interference on that. But no calls on any of those. 3rd and 20, fans on their feet. Steelers down 2, 8:45 to play. Seahawks have the ball, and they're just going to run a simple halfback draw on 3rd and 20. Whistle, though. And we have a stoppage. See if the Zebras huddle up and talk about here and decide on it. Seattle timeout, I do believe. Challenge flag once again from Pete Carroll. It looks like he's going to be challenging pass interference once again. Challenge one in the first half was unsuccessful. Play on the field stood. Now he's challenging pass interference deep downfield. And he might win this one. Because it looked like there was a holding, no call. Late hit, no call. And now pass interference, no call. But Seattle's challenging. New rule in the NFL this year after that Saint game in the NFC title game last year. No pass interference called late in the game. Cost the Saints the game, in my opinion. They actually played later on tonight, 4:25. A little less than an hour away now. On Fox, coming up after this game out in LA in a rematch of that NFC Championship game. Some coaches have been challenging a pass interference call a lot so far this season, even though we're only about a week and a half in. This is week 2. And I think Pete Carroll has a good chance to win this one. Even though I'm a Steeler fan and, at that point Seattle would get the ball further on down the field, 1st down and 10 then. It's going to be the right call. If they don't overturn it, okay, so be it. But I do believe this is going to be overturned. What do you guys think about it? Are you watching the game as well? Let me know in the comments below if you think it is a pass interference or not. You can't see, but you're a Hawk fan, so it's going to be pass interference. I think it was pass interference to begin with. They didn't call it. There's 3 penalties on that play. They didn't call any of them. But then they challenge, and I think it's going to get reversed, and it's going to be pass interference. And we're going to hear boos out the ass from the Steeler crowd at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Anytime. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Follow myself, ColeHandLuke96. I'm your Encyclopedia of Sports. Right here on Periscope, ColeHandLuke96. Twitter is also the same. Subscribe to Gridiron Ring on YouTube as well. Keep an eye out this upcoming week for College Football Week 4 predictions and NFL Week 3 predictions. I'll be on later tonight as well. WWE Clash of Champions and Sunday Night Football. Eagles, Falcons, boos. Pass interference gets reversed. Automatic first down. And Seattle will not be charged with a timeout. So 1 for 2. Pete Carroll on challenges this afternoon. Good reversal. They did get that one right.
This is the world we're in now. There was contact early, and he did appear to grab the jersey of the receiver, but there were 2 potential fouls on this play.
3. There was a hold, a late hit, and then a pass interference, and then they challenged the pass interference, and they got reversed. Automatic first down at the 35-yard line past midfield in Steeler territory now for the Seattle Seahawks. Gain of a couple, second down. Be sure to share this on social media. Hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL100, hashtag SEA Seattle versus PIT Pittsburgh. Yes, it was pass interference on the Steelers after the challenge. A lot. You are correct. There was a lot in the first half. Only a couple here so far in the second half, but yes, still a lot of flags. Too many flags. 2nd and 6. Another handoff. Carson. 2, maybe 3. Going to be 3rd and medium. 3rd and 3. Under 8 to play now. 7-5-7 to play. 3rd and 3. Seattle up to 21-19. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts remaining. I will have stats, final stats at the end of this ball game, so stay tuned. Also check in on some other games in the NFL with some scores. Maybe we'll get some bonus coverage on both CBS and on Fox. 3rd and 3. Empty backfield for Russell Wilson. Looking to throw. Far sideline. Has DK Metcalf in the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Beautiful pass. Metcalf, all he had to do was run under it and catch it. And by that point, he's in the end zone. Touchdown Seattle. 27-19 now. Seahawks will kick the extra point to go up 9 to make it a 2-possession ball game with 7 minutes to play.
Secure 1-2 touchdown Seattle. He's such a big target, Kenny. When he moves inside, it's pretty guaranteed that he's going to get matched up.
Cowboys winning 31-14 over the Redskins. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and good. 28-19 now. The Seahawks lead the Steelers with 7 minutes to play. 7:15 in the final quarter between the Seahawks and Steelers. Go Seahawks, go Steelers. What side are you on? Whether before the game you pick the team, or who do you want to have win the game now? Thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching. Chat questions and comments always greatly appreciated. Go Hawks, as Wilson says, or is it here we go? Here we go Steelers. Like, super like, and super heart button as well. Tap the shit out of that button. Share this as well. Hashtag NFL. The 12th is here, 12th man. Texas A&M too, by the way, in college football. They play Auburn. They host Auburn this upcoming Saturday, but 12th man in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks, they defeated the Bengals last week in Seattle, 21-20. Cody Rhodes versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque, Triple H in a street fight. Well, what city is it in? What city street fight is it in? And then who wins? Or could it just be a regular street? Just a regular street fight. Doesn't have to be in some specific city. How about a Greenwich street fight in WWE's backyard? We'll say it ends in a no DQ, and then at the end of the match, that's when they break the news that AEW's been working with WWE all along, and then they're one company. No, a Harlem street fight. Is Harlem Heat on commentary? Can they be on commentary? I would still pick, obviously, Triple H, but at the same time, it's like, does he put him over and have Cody win? AEW debuting on TNT Wednesday, October 2nd. Clash of Champions in the WWE tonight. We'll be live right here on Periscope for that. Tune back in. Raw tomorrow night from Nashville. Monday Night Football tomorrow night. Browns and Jets as well. 28-19 your score. Seahawks lead the Steelers. 7:15 to play. SmackDown moving to Fox Friday, October the 4th. Cannot show the Seahawks game or any event due to copyright, so I'm sorry, but thank you for tuning in. Only Stevie. Okay. I would still pick Triple H. What type of, well, it is a street fight. Okay, I was going to say, what type of match is it? It's a street fight. Who's the ref? Yeah, who's the ref? That's a good question. Replay of the touchdown pass from Wilson to Metcalf. 3 touchdowns for Wilson this afternoon. Seahawks lead 28-19. Big second half here in this ball game, as it was 10-7 to the Steelers at halftime. Jalen Samuels gets the carry out past the 30 to the 33 before being brought down 2nd and 2 on the way. Lil Nate. All right. Definitely Triple H is winning that. Yes. I'll end it on that. I don't think there's anything else you can add to it. Good combo there with some wrestling. Rudolph airs it out over the middle, complete to his former Cowboy teammate at Oklahoma State, James Washington. First down, Steelers. First and 10 from the 43. Steelers going right to left. Rudolph almost gets sacked. Somehow gets rid of it. Incomplete.
And Brandon Jackson's all the way on the other side of the formation. Unblocked. Comes in and almost gets a sack.
Second and 10. Washington in motion. Fake the give. Rudolph looking to throw once again. Pump fakes. Far sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Deontay Johnson. Just a little too high for the rookie receiver. 6:06 to play. Steelers down 9. They don't convert on third down here. You got to go for it. I know there's 6 minutes left and you have 3 timeouts, but you're down 9 points. That's 2 possessions. I think they should go for it. Well, depending, unless it's like 4th and 20, if he gets sacked. Obviously, that point will punt, but see what happens on this play. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Looks like Seattle's going to be bringing the blitz. They only bring 5. Rudolph over the middle. Incomplete. Behind his receiver Johnson, 4th and 10, and okay, they'll punt. 6:02, got 3 timeouts, play defense. You got to get after Wilson, though. First half, they had 3 sacks. Second half, they haven't been able to get after him whatsoever. Dante Moncrief hasn't played since he dropped the deflection that led to an interception right as Rudolph entered the game in the second half. Once Roethlisberger went out, Seattle scored, and it's been back and forth since, but Seattle still on top by 9, 28-19. Jordan Berry punt up and away. Seattle will let it bounce inside the 5. It'll bounce back to the 10-yard line before Tyler Medikavich, the former Temple Owl, downs it at the 11-yard line. So Seattle football, 5:49 to play, 28-19. Seahawks lead. Keep those chat questions and comments coming. Super like, and super heart button as well. Share this on social media. Follow myself, the Encyclopedia Sports Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media, along with Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, Gridiron 18, Cool Hand Luke 96. I'll catch everybody later on tonight as well for Clash of Champions and Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Falcons from Atlanta, Georgia. Yesterday in college football, what a day it was in the college football world. We had a couple upsets. The Citadel defeated Georgia Tech in overtime. Also, Temple, speaking of Tyler Medikavich, they defeated the Maryland Terrapins 20-17 in Philadelphia at the Link. Also, in college football this weekend, on Friday night, Wake Forest defeated North Carolina. Kansas over Boston College. Washington State winners over the Houston Cougars. Yesterday, in the 100th and potential final meeting between Penn State and Pitt in the Keystone Classic, the Nittany Lions held on and defeated the Panthers 17-10. We are Penn State. Eat shit Pitt. I'm a Penn State fan, but I hate Pitt. Okay? But I am, however, a Pittsburgh Steeler, Pittsburgh Pirate, and Pittsburgh Penguin fan. Ohio State winners in their Big Ten opener over Indiana. Temple over Maryland. Kansas State and Chris Kleiman defeated Joe Moorhead and Mississippi State on the road. West Virginia winners over NC State. Air Force in overtime over Colorado. Notre Dame put up 60+ on New Mexico. Alabama winners over South Carolina. UCF and BYU both defeated Pac-12 schools. Central Florida defeated Stanford. BYU in overtime over USC. Clay Helton's seat just got a little hotter. Arizona State and Michigan State. Sun Devils over the Spartans. Iowa and Iowa State, after a almost 3-hour rain delay, the Hawkeyes won that around 10 o'clock last night over the Cyclones. Arkansas winners over Colorado State. Louisville defeated Western Michigan. Louisiana Tech over Bowling Green. And Florida defeated Kentucky. Felipe Franks, though, now out for the season. Clemson, Syracuse Tigers over the Orange. Washington defeated the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii. Virginia, they defeated, fumble on the play. Steelers pick it up. Devin Bush with the fumble recovery at the 20-yard line. 15-10, 5. Fumbles it again at the goal line. However, they're going to mark Devin Bush down to the 3-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers football, 1st and goal for 3, down 9, 5:37 to play. All 3 timeouts remaining for the black and gold. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. Seahawks get the ball. And Carson fumbles on the handoff. And then Devin Bush, the rookie linebacker out of Michigan, wearing Joey Porter's number 55, picks it up, almost gets in the end zone. They're going to mark him down at the 3-yard line. And Pittsburgh, ground and pound, run that football, and put it in the end zone. What a change
questions. I was getting ready to ask a lot of questions of this Steelers team being in a situation playing at
That sequence, oh my. Previous plays now under further review. Okay, they'll look at it here. Get it right.
was out of bounds at the 3-yard line before he lost the football. Well, yeah, and they want to make sure that the ball is not fumbled into the end zone here, in which case it would be a touchdown.
I honestly don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
But I think they got it right, accurate, that his foot here on the next step, watch his left foot, looks to me like it was going
Bush,
to be out of bounds.
he's out right there. He's out of the 3, then the ball started coming out. It's going to be Steelers football at the 3-yard line.
Touching out of bounds, yes, and he touched the football. That's exactly right, Kenny. So before it crossed the goal line, Bush was out of bounds at that point, and he made contact with the football, so that puts the football out of bounds. Absolutely. And the only reason I know
Previous plays under further review, so we'll see what they call. See what
I think it was against Carolina.
See what happens here. Call on the field is Steeler ball to 3, so they got to find undisputable video evidence to overturn that. Continuing on with college football from yesterday. Virginia, they defeated Florida State last night at home at Scott Stadium in Charlottesville. The Cavaliers now 3-0 for the first time since 2005. TCU over Purdue, Oklahoma defeated UCLA, Texas over Rice, Nebraska got back to their winning ways over Northern Illinois, and then Arizona defeated Texas Tech. 21-6 record-wise for myself this week in college football. NFL week 1. Last week I went 9-4, so 9-4 in the year. 9-5 though overall right now. 0-1 coming into today after I picked the Panthers to defeat the Buccaneers on Thursday night. However, Tampa Bay won that. After review, rolling on the field stands. Pittsburgh Steelers ball at the 3-yard line. Down 9, 5:37 to play. So Steelers, Seahawks on right now. 49ers, Bengals. Packers, Vikings. Colts, Titans. Patriots, Dolphins. Cowboys, Redskins, along with Cardinals and Ravens. And then now the 4 o'clock games will be getting underway. And then Sunday Night Football later on tonight with Eagles, Falcons, Browns, Jets tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. Play action, touchdown pass, Mason Rudolph, Vance McDonald, touchdown, Steelers. And they will go for 2 once again. The Steelers will go for 2 once again, down 28-25. Fake the give to Benny Snell. Rudolph finds Ronald McDonald, number 89, in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Exactly, Rondé Barber. What a turn of events. What a sequence that just was. Pittsburgh going to go for 2 once again, though. Actually, they're going to kick the extra point now. Boswell on to kick the extra point. Kick up and good. 28-26. Seahawks lead the Steelers. 5:34 to play. Keep those chat questions and comments coming. All 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. Split screen commercial. Turn on CBS here real quick. Patriots, Dolphins. And they actually changed the game to Bills, Giants. 4:46 to play. Bills on top of Big Blue, 28-14. Saquon Barkley along with Eli Manning will be getting the ball back here very shortly. Niners on top of the Bengals, 41-17. Patriots defeating the Dolphins, 43-0. Lions defeated the Chargers, 13-10. Texans, 13-12 over the Jags. Colts, 19-17 over the Titans. Bills punt, as we have bonus coverage on CBS. Cowboys 31-21 winners over the Redskins. Packers still on top, 21-16 over the Vikings. 23-17 Ravens on top of the Cardinals. Back to Fox with Steelers hosting the Seahawks, 28-26. And we have a touchback on the kickoff. What a crazy second half this has been. Great game so far today. 5:34 to play. If they haven't played Renegade yet, now's the time to do so. 28-26, Seahawks lead. Fans on their feet, waving those terrible towels in the air. 1st and 10 from the 25. Tyler Lockett in motion. Seahawks left to right across your television screen. 5:34 to play. Wilson looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to the 30. 1st down after a gain of 12. 2-point lead for Seattle. 5:22 and counting. The 49ers defeat the Bengals. Lions defeat the Chargers 13-10. Wilson airs it out. And a gain of 4 before being brought down. Final stats coming up here once this game goes final. Russell Wilson's 28-34, 293, and 3 touchdowns. 2nd and 6. Pass complete. Right at the 1st down marker, Tyler Lockett, gain of 7, 1st down Seattle.
That was not his fault. It deflected off the hands of Dante Moncrief, who was not played since. And we'll start on the snap. Rudolph with a couple of touchdown passes here in the 4th quarter to Vance McDonald. The last one coming in for a Seattle turnover.
Yep, and he's been good. He's looked really good, comfortable in the pocket, made some big boy throws, as I like to call it, for a young football player to get Pittsburgh back into this football game. Okay, Seattle, 4-minute offense. Can't talk about it.
1st and 10 for the Seahawks. 4 minutes to play. Ball at the 47-yard line. And a 2-yard gain for Rashad Penny. 2nd down.
Touchdowns on 3 consecutive possessions.
Yeah, the rhythm of the offense in the second half really picked up. The play calling was excellent between the run game, the play action passing game, and the quick passing game by Russell Wilson, taking advantage of the underneath defense here in Pittsburgh.
3.5 remaining. 2nd down and 9. The Seahawks lead by 2.
Russell Wilson going to run for it. Slides right past the 1st down marker. 1st down, Seattle. Wilson with a little scamper up the middle. And actually almost injured himself sliding into the ground. And, yeah, his leg just completely stopped when he slid. I'm surprised he didn't break his ankle or his leg. 1st and 10, 2:42 to play. Pittsburgh, start using your timeouts here. Penny with a 2-yard run. Start calling your timeouts, Pittsburgh. Use a 2-minute warning in your favor, plus your 3 timeouts. Obviously, yeah, you're probably going to want to have 1 for Rudolph if you get the ball back. But if Seattle scores, the game's going to be over. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to score more than 10 points in less than 2 minutes. There's Geno Smith backing up Russell Wilson in Seattle. Steelers call a timeout. Cowboys defeated the Redskins as well. Jimmy Garoppolo with 3 touchdown passes today. Steelers gave up 3 last week to Tom Brady. 3 once again here today to Russell Wilson. Steelers play at the 49ers next week.
Takes it down to the 1-yard line, and then Mason Rudolph with the touchdown to Vance McDonald. Made this a 2-point football game. But Seattle right now, second down and 7.
Second and 7, 2:21 to play.
Tomlin decided to take a timeout over the 2-minute warning. Trying to save some time here.
Tight end in motion. Wilson looking to throw. He's going to run for it once again. TJ Watt with a missed tackle. Wilson slides to the 30, another first down. However, there is a flag on the play. Clock stops. Holding against Seattle. Clock stops. Steelers don't have to call another timeout. 10-yard penalty. They're going to replay second down. It's going to be 2nd and 17. It's either that or you take the down and have it be 3rd down, and then you get the ball with a little more than 2 minutes to play. Good holding call. That was on Cam Hayward. 28-26 is your score. Seahawks lead. Officially 2nd and 18 from midfield, 2:16 to play. Yes, and they are up 2. Handoff, Penny, gain of 2. 2:10 now. Steelers call another timeout. 3rd down. 3rd and Stone Cold Steve Austin, 3:16 with 2:11 to play. Steelers call another timeout. Seahawks up 28-26.
Yes, it is, Kenny. Drew Brees and the Saints looking to avenge that NFC Championship loss again. Jared Goff, the Rams game right here.
Saints-Rams coming up next on Fox. Just a little past 4 o'clock here on the East Coast. Sunday afternoon, September the 15th, 2019. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Follow myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, right here on Periscope. 3rd and 16. Kyler Murray with 350 yards passing against the Baltimore Ravens this afternoon. 3rd and 16. And Seattle, Wilson going to try to run for it once again. Another missed tackle, and then he slides right at the first down marker. He's going to be short, though. 4th down. 2-minute warning. Steelers have 1 timeout. And Wilson's going to be a yard shy of the first down marker. Missed tackles, though, and Wilson runs right up the middle and slides and gets a couple first downs this time around, though. A yard shy. 2-minute warning. They'll put some time back on the clock. Steelers have 1 timeout. They'll look at it, too, in the meantime, probably, to make sure he did either get the first down or he didn't. And then Seattle is in field goal range now as well, too. So they could kick a field goal, go up 31-26. Pittsburgh, at that point, then would need a touchdown to win. Thank you guys for the likes, super likes, and super hearts, too. Keep those coming. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. Be back on in a couple hours. WWE Clash of Champions right here on Periscope, so be sure to tune back in. It's been an exciting day in the NFL once again.
Fruit of the Loom Cool Zone fly boxer briefs. Without vents, it's hard to keep your cool.
What do you
Yeah, that'll be coming up later on tonight from Charlotte. And, I mean, card-wise, for myself, I think he will. I mean, there's a good chance. Card-wise, though, you know, all the matches for myself, in my opinion, at least is subpar. Hopefully Hell in a Cell will be a little bit better. This will actually be the last pay-per-view before SmackDown goes to Friday nights on Fox in a couple weeks. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's hard to tell. Fourth down for the Seahawks. 2-minute warning. Steelers trail by 2. I think he'll win tonight. 4th and 1. Seahawks going for it. We have a whistle. Timeout, Seattle. Seahawks have 3. They burn one of them. Good timeout by Pete Carroll. See what Pittsburgh lined up with. If the Seahawks do pick up a first down, the game is over. Pittsburgh can only stop the ball one more time with the timeout, and the Steelers end up losing. So, the Patriots, yes, they defeated the Miami Dolphins, just like the Baltimore Ravens did last week. Does anybody else have any more score updates from the other games in the NFL by chance? If you do, let me know in the comments below. 4th and 1, Seahawks lead the Steelers with 2 minutes to play. Wilson now under center. Handoff, and the Steelers don't stop the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are going to win this football game. First down. Seattle on 4th and 1. Steelers can only stop it one more time. Seattle's going to get out of the Steel City with a win. Chris Carson on 4th and 1 gets 3 yards.
And he does the rest of the work, picks up those 2 yards. And like you said, Kenny, this game is essentially over if they protect this football in the next 2 or 3 snaps.
Steelers have the 1 timeout. So the Seahawks will be able to run the clock almost all the way down.
Seahawks going to start taking some knees. There's your first kneel down with 1:14. Pittsburgh will call their third and final timeout down to 28-26. And after that, there's nothing else they can do. Seattle's going to win this game. The air has been sucked out of Heinz Field as the crowd begins to leave. Roethlisberger went out right before halftime. Russell Wilson threw for his 200th career touchdown pass today. Rudolph with his first ever career NFL touchdown pass. And it was an exciting second half for sure. It was 10-7 at halftime, and Seattle's going to win this game 28-26. Just a couple more kneel downs, 2 more. 2nd and 11. There's your second kneel down.
This is a tough place to come play and win. And look at the infection that he's putting on his sideline. Those players in his
Packers 21-16. Is that final over the Vikings? Raiders-Chiefs just started. The silver and black lead the Chiefs 3-0. And, I mean, the big question now with Pittsburgh, Seattle's going to hike the ball once more and take another kneel down. The big question with the Steelers now is, if Roethlisberger is seriously hurt, how long is he going to be out for? And are they going to be able to win Mason Rudolph? Rudolph looked good, other than the first drive, first series he had as a quarterback, stepping in for Roethlisberger here in the second half. But Seattle comes to the East Coast, a 1 o'clock kick, and defeats the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-26. The Seahawks are now 2-0, while the Steelers fall to 0-2. Vikings ball.
Also gets to America's game of the week in just a little bit. with that rematch between the
1:53 to go in the fourth. Packers have the ball. And we're going to get bonus coverage of Vikings-Packers from Lambeau. 1:47 to play. Packers lead by 5, 21-16. Rodgers hands off. Midfield, gain of 2. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Now some bonus coverage of Vikings-Packers. I'll have final stats of Steelers, Seahawks here shortly, so stay tuned for that. Keep those chat questions and comments coming. Kirk Cousins, the Vikings have no timeouts. It's 3rd and 7 for Green Bay, who have 1 timeout. Colts beat the Titans, thank you on that. What about Ravens-Cardinals? Anybody know about Ravens-Cardinals? 3rd and 7, Rodgers under center. I knew the 49ers beat the Bengals, yeah. Cowboys over the Redskins. Lions over the Chargers. Another handoff for Green Bay. Gain of 2 for Williams. 4th and 4. And there's about 15 seconds between the game clock and the play clock. At that point, Green Bay will let it wind down, call a timeout, and punt. Maybe even take a delay game and then punt. And then Cousins is going to have less than 10 seconds to try to drive down the field and score. Bills beat the Giants, okay. Bills beat the Giants. I assume the Ravens beat the Cardinals. Did they? Did they? Play clock expires. Delay a game. Instead of 4th and 4, it's going to be 4th and 9 now for the Packers. 14 seconds to play. Green Bay will punt. Minnesota down 5. Cousins will get the ball back. Less than 10 seconds. Might have another exciting finish between these two teams. Okay. Ravens defeated the Cardinals. And thank you. Thank you for tuning in and watching right here on Periscope. 4th and
34 rushing attempts for 144 yards, and something that was missing in that Chicago game.
4th down, Packers punt. And 9-8. Ball bounces into the end zone. Cousins is going to have 5 seconds and 80 yards to go to score a touchdown. He's just going to chuck it up for a Hail Mary. Well, the Seahawks defeated the Steelers 28-26. 21-16, no. Packers lead the Vikings. 5 seconds to play. Vikings ball, 20-yard line. A Hail Mary on the way. Yes, poor Dolphins fans. The Dolphins, the worst team in the league. Packers have 3 on the defensive line. Everybody else playing prevent, back past midfield. It's going to be hook and ladder for the Minnesota Vikings. Hail Mary. Pass complete at the 33. Now hook and ladder. Thielen to Diggs. Diggs. And Green Bay has the ball. Game over. Packers defeat the Vikings 21-16. Packers now 2-0 to start off 2019. Vikings fall to 1-1. Handshake with Rodgers and Cousins. These two teams will meet once again later on this year. America's Game of the Week coming up next now out in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. Rams hosting the Saints in a NFC Championship game rematch. Hopefully the Zebras do not blow the game like they did back in January. Thank you. Totally forgot I had it and was going through them and I noticed it. I'm like, well, Clash of Champions is this evening. She is defending her SmackDown Live Women's Championship against Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I figured I'd wear it. And I've had this Virginia hat for quite a while. And they are now 3-0 for the first time since 2005. So I figured since I'm doing 2 streams today, I'd wear it for the first one. But you'll have to see what hat I'm going to wear for later on tonight for Clash of Champions and Sunday Night Football. So be sure to tune back in. Let's go Rams. I picked the Saints to get revenge. So we'll have to find out and see who wins that. It should be a damn good game. I'll catch the tail end of it. I'll have that on the other TV once Clash of Champions does begin. So we'll probably catch most of the second half, at least the final quarter of play, once the Rams and Saints gets that far, come 7 o'clock. Thank you for the likes, super likes, and super hearts as well. But yeah, I'm always ready for football and professional wrestling. WWE Clash of Champions later on tonight. Randy Orton going up against Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. I think he'll win, but we'll have to find out and see. I honestly don't know what they're going to do, especially with NXT debuting on USA Network on Wednesday, Fox with SmackDown in a couple weeks, AEW on TNT in a couple weeks as well. So, yeah, so stay tuned for later on tonight. We'll catch the tail end for sure of Rams and Saints plus WWE Clash of Champions. Thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching. Seahawks Steelers. Hawks win 28-26. Some final stats from that game. Those pulled up here for you real quick. And then some final scores of other games, even though I just went over those with some help. So thank you for that. And then I will get off the Periscope here for a little while and then tune back in around 7 o'clock for WWE Clash of Champions, streaming live only on the WWE Network. Keep an eye out for this video over on YouTube as well. If you're watching on playback on YouTube, links for social media are in the description below. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, CoolHandLuke96, on social media. Ravens 23-17 over the Cardinals. Lions 13-10 over the Chargers. Colts 19-17 over the Titans. 49ers 41-17 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Packers just defeated the Vikings 21-16. And then Raiders were defeating the Chiefs 3-0. Mason Rudolph finished 12-19, 112 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, along with an interception in relief of Big Ben Roethlisberger, who threw for 8, who was 8 of 15, who threw for 75 yards. James Conner, Steelers still have no run game. Conner 11 of 33, or 11 of 33, excuse me. Benny Snell 1 carry in the first half for 23 yards. Jalen Samuels 3 of 18. Mason Rudolph 1 carry, 7 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster 5 catches, 84 yards. Vance McDonald 7 catches, 38 yards. Might actually catch the start of this game as well with the Rams and Saints. James Washington 2 of 23. Deontay Johnson 1 of 17. Jalen Samuels 1 of 13. James Conner 3 catches, 12 yards. Couple fumble recoveries for Pittsburgh on defense. Mark Barron and Devin Bush. And then Chris Boswell was 2 of 2 on field goals. Seattle, Russell Wilson, 29 of 35, 300 yards on the dot, and 3 touchdowns. Second consecutive week, the Steelers have given up 300-plus yards and 3 touchdowns to opposing quarterbacks. Rashad Penny, 10 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Chris Carson, 15 carries, 61 yards. Russell Wilson, 6 of 22, and CJ Procise 2 carries, 7 yards. Tyler Lockett 10 catches, 79 yards. DK Metcalf 3 of 61 and a touchdown for the rookie out of Ole Miss. Malik Turner 3 of 54. Will Dissly 5 catches, 50 yards, and 2 scores. Chris Carson 3 of 27, and now we're underway in America's Game of the Week on Fox with the Saints and Rams from Los Angeles at the Coliseum. Rams kick off, so Saints receive, touchback. Drew Brees will have the ball, first down and 10, 25-yard line. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, along with Aaron Andrews on the call. Nick Van Nett also has 1 catch for 13 yards. Some other final scores here that I didn't get there just a second ago, along with some games that just started. Well, on Thursday night, Buccaneers defeated the Panthers 20-14. Texans winners over the Jaguars 13-12. Packers 21-16 over the Vikings. Cowboys 31-21 over the Skins. Seahawks win. Bills win, as previously mentioned. And then Patriots shut out the Dolphins 43-0. Raiders 3-0 over the Chiefs. And then Saints-Rams tied at 0 along with Bears and Broncos as well. And that's going to do for myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, live right here on Periscope for my live reactions play-by-play of early Sunday NFL action with Steelers and Seahawks, Patriots, Dolphins as well. That was a blowout though. So Seahawks defeat the Steelers 28-26. Breeze on 2nd and 8, hands off, and a 3-yard gain for New Orleans, 3rd and 5 on the way. That was Latavius Murray on the previous carry. Saints winners last week over the Texans on Monday night. Rams defeated the Panthers on the road week 1 as well. But I'll be back coming up at 7 p.m. for live reactions, play-by-play of WWE Clash of Champions and Sunday Night Football with the Eagles and Falcons on NBC. So I hope to see everybody then. Thanks for tuning in. Catch everybody now at 7 o'clock for Clash of Champions and WWE and Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Falcons. Seahawks your winner over the Pittsburgh Steelers, 28-26.